regular eye exams. Care credit and most vision and medical insurances accepted. Eye Care of Alabama in Roanoke, Heflin, and Piedmont. Learn more about our services online on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and on our website. Call 844-480-2020. Go Teams!
The spirit of competition. You see it all over town. People taking pride and giving it their best. A small town bank, they're happy to be there for you every day, making your life better and your community stronger, all striving to be their best. With 6 convenient, full-service locations open 6 days a week in Wedowee, Ranburne, Roanoke, Heflin, Carrollton, and Dallas, and a loan production office in Oxford. Small town bank when you need them most, helping develop and grow. That is the goal with Small Town Bank. Small Town Bank, an equal housing lender and member FDIC. Life is a game, and when it gets tougher, say from auto accidents, falls, or even medical conditions, the Expert Rehabilitation Services can get you back in the game. Nowhere can you find better rehab services than the Rehab Center at TRC, formerly known as The Inn. New name, same great service with intensive physical, occupational, and speech therapy 6 days a week. Our therapists are trained in hip and knee replacement, strokes, amputations, cardiac disease, and many other debilitating diseases. The Rehab Center at Trailers Retirement Community covers East Alabama and West Georgia's premier rehab center. Call 334-863-3500. You're listening to Alabama Area High School Football on WLWE 94.7 FM, 1360 AM, and online at Eagle1025.com.
Good evening, everyone. We are at the beautiful Field of Champions here in Piedmont, Alabama, getting ready for a state semifinal game between the Bulldogs of Piedmont and the Tigers of Randolph County. I'm Kyle Richardson, joined by Micah Luke Farr and Chance Nobley. How you boys doing tonight?
Doing good, Kyle. How are you tonight?
Doing good. It's nice and warm here in this booth. A very, very good view on the Field of Champions, right at field level. If you tried to buy seats like this at a college game, it'd be about $500 a piece if you're going to Alabama.
Yeah, for sure. This is a high-quality facility, a really nice field, and I'm loving the press box and the view that we have.
High-quality people as well. I love coming over here. When Piedmont comes down, I've talked with their broadcasters and people that are on staff here at Piedmont. They are always very welcoming and very nice, and nothing but good things to say about the people of Piedmont and the staff here. Everything is just a very, very high-class program, and that's why high-class program, high-class coaches, and that's why they're always finding themselves either in the state championship game or near to it.
Yeah, we were admiring some of their hang-ups that they have. They've got posters up of years past where they, 2008 and on their seasons, the games that they won and lost. And very rarely do they lose a game in the regular season. They had a whole bunch of region championships, 8, I think, and then they've got the championship, the state title in 2009, but they've gone to the playoff quite a bit, and that you can tell this is a team that wins. This is as it says up there on the press box across from us, it is Field of Champions because they've won a lot of championships. But even though they are good year in and year out, these people have been very nice to us.
This is a team of tradition. Like Alabama, it's a winning tradition in Alabama. You just see that team and you expect the best out of them and they're coming to win. Piedmont's the same way. When you see them, you're going to get their best, and their best is the best in the state, usually. And Piedmont, we saw this same game last year. RC came to Piedmont in the state semifinals, the same exact. Well, let's just go over some of the similarities between this year and last year. So last year, the region game was in Randolph County. The two teams played in not a Torio Hester. Aaron Knight was the starting running back for Randolph County. He got hurt in that game, and Randolph County had the lead at halftime. They ended up losing the ball game to Piedmont. This year, game was played in Randolph County. Your starting running back, Torio Hester, gets hurt, and he's out for the second half. You end up losing the ball game, and you have to come back here in the state semifinals with all of your guys healthy. Now, at halftime of last year's game, it was about 28-7 or 28-6 Piedmont. So we're hoping the halftime score won't be the same, but we're hoping the final result will be the same and hope Randolph County can come away with a win here at the Field of Champions. It's a beautiful night for football. Actually, a little dreary, a little bit of rain starting to fall down. It was supposed to be gone by the time we kicked off. Hopefully it'll clear out of here soon, but it's going to be a beautiful night for a state semifinal game, and we're glad that you're joining us listening to the ball game. We've got about 20 minutes to kick off. We're going to take a 3-minute break. You're listening to Area High School Football on WLWE 94.7.
Hi, Steve Smith, manager at Russell Dewitt Center in Roanoke. On behalf of the Russell Companies and all the employees at Russell Dewitt Center, I'd like to offer a big congratulations to all the area high school football teams on their efforts this season. Russell Dewitt Center is pleased to have been part of the board of area schools and helping to bring you area high school football on Eagle 102.3. We also want to thank you for your business and pledge our continued efforts to provide you with the finest products and service available. Come see us at Russell Dewitt Center, Highway 431, Roanoke.
When it comes to real estate financing, all eyes turn to First State Bank. As a true community bank, we create real estate loan solutions tailored to meet the unique needs of our customers, including property at Lake Wedowee. Want to know more or see available foreclosed property for sale? Visit us online at firststatedirect.com. First State Bank, member FDIC and an equal housing lender in Lineville, Wedowee, and Ashland.
Why choose Southern Union?
Between working and family responsibilities, I thought I'd never be able to go to school. But Southern Union offers flexible schedules for both day and night courses.
At Southern Union, I was able to take classes that gave me hands-on experience to aid in my future career.
I really needed a calculus class, but couldn't fit calculus into my schedule this semester. So I went to Southern Union, and it transferred back to my university.
Keep going at Southern Union. Your journey has just begun. For more information, visit suscc.edu.
Eye Care of Alabama, efficient and effective eye care close to home. Proudly supports Randolph County, Hanley, Woodland, and Wadley high school football teams and academics. Dr. Mohan and the staff at Eye Care of Alabama offer cutting-edge technology, and they strive for outcomes with every patient to get the best vision and medical eye care possible. Protect your eyes and vision with regular eye exams. Care, credit, and most vision and medical insurances accepted. Eye Care of Alabama in Roanoke, Heflin, and Piedmont. Learn more about our services online on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and on our website. Call 844-480-2020. Go Teams!
Banking local matters. When you keep your money here, it stays in the community to support local businesses and schools and farms. At First Bank of Alabama, we've been serving this area for more than 160 years. We care about our community and the people who live here. So when you bank here, you make being here better for all of us. First Bank of Alabama, the official bank here. FirstBankAL.com, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
At RMC, we love serving people in small towns throughout Alabama. But there's nothing small about the care we provide. For example, we're a member of the UAB Cancer Network, have been awarded the Blue Distinction Award for Cardiac Care by Blue Cross Blue Shield of Alabama, and are rated in the top 5% in the country by the Commission on Cancer. It's not about the size of the town. It's about the strength of our regional health system. Regional Medical Center. Advanced technology. Advanced care.
It's time now for Alabama Area High School Football on WLWE 1360 AM, 47 FM, and online at eagle1023.com. This game is brought to you in part by Southern Union State Community College, Dr. Michael Edwards, Trailer Retirement Community, and Eye Care Alabama. Now live to the field for Alabama Area High School Football.
And welcome back to the Field of Champions. Tonight, the champion of the North will be crowned in Class 3A, and the winner will either be the Randolph County Tigers or the Bulldogs of Piedmont. These two teams met earlier this year, Piedmont coming out on top. We covered that ball game as well. We're hoping for a different outcome, but at the end of this game, both teams are going to give everything that they have on this field tonight, and it's going to be one of those kind of knockdown, drag-out games where every down, every penalty, every special teams play, it's all going to matter.
Yeah, when we watched them earlier this season, when they played, they gave everything they had, and really, you know, tonight there's a spot, you know, that you stay in the playoff if you win this game tonight. So you've got to give 110%. Where earlier this year you gave it all you had. Well, you got to dig deeper tonight and find something that you don't normally have, and just keep on playing. And they call that heart. You just got to play with heart. You got to play with character. got to dig deep and play hard tonight. Both teams are going to play to the best of their ability, but you got to dig a little bit deeper than that. Then the coaches on both sides need to worry about not draining themselves emotionally to the point where this is your championship game. You don't want to do that. We talked about that last week. You have to be able to refill, and so that's going to be the challenge for the winner of this game going into next week is refilling emotionally and mentally, because you have the physical talent. Both of these teams are physically talented, but you got to go into next week's game prepared mentally and emotionally.
At some point in this game, it doesn't matter what team you play on, toward the end of the fourth quarter, you're going to run low on gas and maybe run out of gas. But at that time, you're going to have to swap to your reserve and give it every ounce that you have to win a ball game like this in the state semifinals. And if you win, you get a trip next week to Jordan-Hare Stadium. You'll play on Thursday morning at 11 a.m., another early morning game. Randolph County last year had to play an 11 a.m. game against Hillcrest Evergreen at Bryant-Denny Stadium. This year it would be at Jordan-Hare Stadium, and they won't be playing anyone like Hillcrest Evergreen this year. Hillcrest moved up to 4A, went to the state quarterfinals, played against Andalusia, and lost to Andalusia last week by 2 points, I think. May have been an overtime game. But they were really good in 4A as well as 3A, so Randolph County glad to be done with them. But a whole new team on the horizon. If Randolph County were to win this game, it'd be somebody they haven't played before. Coach Pat Prestridge has the Tigers ready tonight, and he's had them ready ever since they moved up to 3A. I remember when they moved to 3A, a lot of people were saying, oh, man, it's going to be such a hard jump for them going from 2A to 3A. A lot bigger teams you have to deal with, and all Randolph County did was move up to 3A and keep winning. The year before they went to 3A, they were in the 2A state semifinals against Fife, and people thought that's about as far as they were going to get. Coach Prestridge proved them wrong.
Yeah, this team has done a tremendous job playing in this 3A division, and that is definitely a testament to coaching. And you got to give Coach Pat and his staff all the credit for that, because they have done a tremendous job, and they've got a really good ball team again this year. And there is a lot of potential here, potential to win the state championship, and that's exactly what you want every year. But you say that, and maybe you don't have the talent. They have the talent, they have the coaching, and they have the want to get there, and that's what you got to have.
It's so fun to go into every year feeling like it could be your year again, and that's kind of how it's been for Randolph County these past 3 years, actually. You go into the season saying, hey, we could win it all this year. It's kind of an Alabama mindset. You go into it like, hey, we could win it all, or we could win it all again. Randolph County's in that same mindset with the great coaching they have, the tremendous athletes they have, and a great school at Randolph County.
Well, I remember at Hanley in the mid-2000s, 2006 was just an atrocious year for Hanley. We went 1-9. 2007, things started turning around, and then 2008, region champs. 2009, region champs. And then you start believing, oh, we can win. We can win a state championship. And so every year it seemed like it was going to be Hanley's year, and it was really fun. You know, the stadium was packed. Hanley traveled well, ended up having more people at the away games, and those teams had come to their own home game. And so, yeah, it's really fun, and you draw from experience on that aspect of that. And then in 2011, Coach Battles and his Tiger team won the state championship. And then even after that, you know, it was always, if Hanley had a down year, it was always, well, you know, we'll get it next year. Never stop believing that you could win the state championship. Once you get a taste for it, you don't want to. You want to go back to that well. You're not done with it. And so both of these teams have a little taste of success, and they want to go back, and they want all of it. They want the whole cake. They want not just a slice.
Yeah.
The whole cake.
You want the cake, and you want to eat it too.
That's
You
right.
can't. You don't want to just be tantalizingly close. You don't want to be in reach of the cake.
Yeah.
You want the whole cake.
I don't want a little taste of the frosting.
You don't want to
I want
throng
all of it.
the
Yeah,
cake.
Exactly.
We mentioned that thronging around it, just kind of being around and reaching
Yeah.
for it. but you want the whole thing. You want to dive in.
Yeah, there's a big difference between thronging something and touching something. You can throng greatness, or you can go and touch it. And so, yeah, there's a difference there.
So some other state semifinal games we have going on tonight. How about the Clay Central Volunteers, Class 5A? They're playing against Mortimer Jordan, and I hope so much that they can win that game and avenge the loss from earlier this season. And the fun thing about that would be if Clay Central wins and Randolph County wins, Randolph County plays Thursday at 11 a.m. if they win. And if Clay Central wins, they would play Thursday night at 6. So they'd play on the same day.
Yeah.
And if Lynette or Wadley would have won, they would have played the game in between that. So
Wow.
you can just make a whole day out of it because it's 3A, 1A, and 5A playing next Thursday.
Yes, I really hope, like you said, I hope they get redemption in this game. I think that they will. I think it's going to be a tight game just like the game was in the regular season. But that game showed that Clay County was the better team. They had the game won, just they had a mental lapse of we need to fall on this football.
And it also showed that they could hang with the best of 5A.
Yes, absolutely.
That was one of the biggest things. They have never made it to a state semifinal in 5A as Clay Central. They've made it to state championships and won state championships as Clay County
right,
or as Lineville, but never as Clay Central have they made it to the state semifinals. And that game is when they kind of figured out, hey, we can do this. And last week they played the number 1 team in the state and destroyed them.
Yeah. And see, you're finally there where you thought you were when they had the schools merge. When Clay County and Lineville merged, everybody thought, wow, now they're going to be unbeatable.
That's what it's going to be, yeah.
But now they finally started to show glimpses of that, and they're well on their way to being that unbeatable power there in 5A. So I'm really excited for them. Hope they pull out a win tonight.
And on the Georgia side of things, Rockmart playing against Callaway. They've already started, and Rockmart is up 7-3 in the first quarter. Troup County is playing tonight against Blessed Trinity. See if I can find the score to that one. Blessed Trinity is always one of the best teams in the state of Georgia. 7-0 Blessed Trinity on top of Troup right now. And the Heard County Braves playing at Staples Stadium tonight in Franklin, Georgia, playing against Fitzgerald. See if we can get a score on that one. Britt will have to keep me updated on that one because I can't find a score yet. But hopefully maybe those 3 teams can come out with a win as well. That'd be real nice if everyone around this area, East Alabama and West Georgia, could win and just show how strong the area is.
Yeah, absolutely. We got some talent around our area.
And definitely with Heard County having Emory Jones, who went to play quarterback at Florida, getting redshirt this year. He might can play in the bowl game. Well, he can play in the bowl game and still get redshirted. But just a plethora of talent, especially in the LaGrange area. You've got 3 teams in LaGrange, Troup County, Callaway, and LaGrange. And Troup and Callaway are both in the state semifinals.
Yeah.
Just so many good players in there and so many great players in Randolph County when you have Hanley, Wadley, Wedowee, and Woodland. Just a rich history of a lot of winning going on, no matter what the sport. All right, well, we've got 9 minutes left until kickoff. We're going to take a 3-minute break. You're listening to Area High School Football on WLWE 94.7.
Hi, this is Steve Smith, manager at Russell Dewitt Center in Roanoke. On behalf of the Russell companies and all the employees at Russell Dewitt Center, I'd like to offer a big congratulations to all the area high school football teams on their efforts this season. Russell Dewitt Center is pleased to have been part of the support of area schools and helping to bring you area high school football on Eagle 102.3. We also want to thank you for your business and pledge our continued efforts to provide you with the finest products and service available. Come see us at Russell Dewitt Center, Highway 431, Roanoke.
Why choose Southern Union?
Between working and family responsibilities, I thought I'd never be able to go to school. But Southern Union offered flexible schedules for both day and night courses.
At Southern Union, I was able to take classes that gave me hands-on experience to aid in my future career.
I really needed a calculus class, but couldn't fit calculus into my schedule this semester. So I went to Southern Union, and it transferred back to my university.
Keep going at Southern Union. Your journey has just begun. For more information, visit suscc.edu.
It's not just your home or car. It's the 6 months you save for your Ultra HD flat screen just in time for football season. And the overtime you work for the third car so your team can drive himself to practice. While other insurance companies just see them as a bundle or combo, State Farm agent Ken Seifert sees your home and car as things you really work hard for. Ken understands what your things really mean to you, and he's here to help you give them the protection they deserve. Talk to State Farm agent Ken Seifert in Roanoke for your home and auto insurance today.
Start your children off with good dental care, and they will save money in the long run. That's because small problems can be caught early before they become major problems. Dr. Michael Edwards in Wedowee can help put your child on the right dental path and keep them there. Teeth sealants can help prevent decay and the sometimes painful results that can make your child afraid of maintaining good dental health. Dr. Edwards offers expanders and space maintainers to keep teeth perfectly aligned and is licensed for pediatric IV sedation. Call Dr. Edwards for an appointment or consultation at 256-357-2882.
Randolph County Concrete would like to thank our police officers, Sheriff's Department, Rescue Squad, and volunteer firemen for their continuous efforts to keep our businesses, families, and communities safe while putting themselves in harm's way every day. Thank you all.
The spirit of competition. You see it all over town. People taking pride and giving it their best. At Small Town Bank, they're happy to be there for you every day, making your life better and your community stronger. All striving to be their best, with 6 convenient, full-service locations open 6 days a week in Wedowee, Ranburne, Roanoke, Heflin, Carrollton, and Dallas, and a loan production office in Oxford. Small Town Bank is there when you need them most, helping develop and grow. That is the goal with Small Town Bank. Small Town Bank, an equal housing lender and member FDIC. You're listening to Alabama Area High School Football on WLWE 94.7 FM, 1360 AM, and online at Eagle1023.com.
All right, national anthem's out of the way. We're getting ready for football here in Piedmont, Alabama at the Field of Champions. The rain has ceased as it was supposed to way before the game started, but the rain has stopped, and we're getting ready for a beautiful night of football on this fresh turf field. And every year during the summer, there is a passing camp, kind of a 7-on-7 type contest that goes on every year up here in Piedmont. They'll play on this field, they'll play on the practice field, they'll play on a baseball, softball field, whatever they have to do. Handley is in that every single year. And in 2016, Handley played Piedmont in the finals, and Handley lost, but they won the state championship, so it don't really matter. This year, they played Piedmont in the finals as well and lost once again. But Handley's always a big name in the spring 7-on-7.
Yeah, and, I hope that Handley picks it up next year. They made it to the playoffs this year, but because their region was so wild, and hopefully they'll pick it up and get back to the Handley of old. But, yeah, they are definitely around. You know, they try to be big in the game of football.
In the state championship.
Yeah, right now we're thronging. Yeah, but we try to be big around football and try to make our guys better, try to get them to events that they can grow at, and hopefully we'll get back to the tier of success that we want to be.
Captains for the Tigers of Randolph County. Number 68, Charles Pinker Jr. Number 71, Tyler Presley. Number 67, Seth Goodson. And number 72, Austin Hunter. A bunch of the guys that go unnoticed when it comes to the stat sheets, a bunch of your offensive linemen.
Yeah, those guys, they don't rack up numbers on the stats, but they're the reason why stats are racked up.
They're the reason why Atario Hester gets so many rushing yards.
Atario Hester, he's a guy who will duck his shoulder and run over you, but for him to get to the linebackers or the safeties so that he can duck his shoulder, he's got to have some guys up there on the line digging in the trenches, dealing with that first and even second line of defense. And so, you got to really appreciate those guys on the offensive and defensive line. They don't get a whole lot of credit. You have to create stats so that they'll get some recognition, pancake blocks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's not even a legitimate stat, but people keep up with it because it is a legitimate stat. And so, you got to these guys are the reason why you have success. So it's good to make those guys captains tonight.
Captains for the Bulldogs of Piedmont, number 1, TJ Fairs. Number 4, Mason Mohan, who, as we know, that's their quarterback. He's pretty good at running the football. Number 7, Caden Jenkins, who was a real problem in the jet sweep the first time they played. And number 5, Carl Myers. 4 really good athletes for the Bulldogs of Piedmont, hoping that their last game at home is their best.
Yeah, but you're going to have to play your best tonight because Randolph County has brought their best. They want redemption on that loss, and so they've come prepared. And so Piedmont's going to have to be just as prepared, if not more, tonight.
There's no walkthroughs when you get to the state semifinals. You maybe can kind of yawn your way through the first round, or if you're as good as these two teams are, maybe the first 2 rounds. But once you get this far, you better bring it, or you're going to run home with your tail between your legs.
Absolutely.
They're flipping the coin right now. We'll see. Randolph County is going to get to call heads or tails. We'll see if they win the coin toss. Beautiful night here in Piedmont, Alabama at the Field of Champions. Just what a beautiful venue this is. The football field where we're at, and then to our northwest, you've got the baseball field. To the northeast, the softball field. Everything's connected.
Yeah, this is a complex that you would expect to see at a small college.
Right.
This is something.
It's like a Southern Union type
nice.
complex.
Absolutely. This is nice.
So Randolph County won the toss. They chose to defer. Piedmont will get the ball to start the game, but Randolph County loves getting the ball to start the second half, and that's what I usually pick to do. If they ever ask you want to kick or receive, I'll kick because I want the ball to start the second half to set the tone there, because you can't necessarily win the game in the first half, but you can in the second half. But you can lose it in the first half if you don't play well.
That's true.
One thing. So Piedmont's going to be kicking from our left to our right as we see it from west to east. We are on the visiting side, so the P logo in the middle of the field is upside down to us, but they'll be moving west to east. And if you've ever watched, the show, Friday Night Lights, not the movie, the show, you want to know what Piedmont looks like, go look at that, because they look just like the Dillon Panthers. Just exact replicas, same colors, same logo, everything. And that's what I've always used as kind of the stick for how Piedmont looks. If you want to figure that out, go look up what the Dillon Panthers from Friday Night Lights look like. And here come the Randolph County Tigers as they're running down the near sideline to a huge, huge ovation from the Randolph County crowd. And, of course, the people from Wedowee have traveled well as they usually do. It is packed on this visiting side. I think it's standing room only here on the visiting side. The home side hasn't got there yet. I guess because of the rain they haven't got there yet. But by the end of the game, I can guarantee that will be standing room only as well. And here come the Piedmont Bulldogs out from up under the home bleachers.
They come out to Thunderstruck.
Yeah.
That's a good song to come out to.
And they let the balloons fly up in the air. That's something they do every game. They let all the balloons float through the air, and they have popped in the lights before and popped the light out, and they've had to fix that before the game started. That has happened before. But luckily that didn't happen tonight. So we're getting ready for a huge game tonight, state semifinals between Piedmont and Randolph County. Micah, if you're Coach Pat Prestridge, how would you like your team to start this game on defense?
You want them to start off angry. You want them to play fast and angry and dominate that line of scrimmage, because that was one key issue when they played Piedmont in the regular season. In the second half, they did not control the line of scrimmage. They lost sight of the quarterback, and the quarterback ran, quarterback draw, quarterback draw, quarterback draw. And so you're going to have to control the line of scrimmage enough to get back in the backfield and stop the run and rattle the quarterback, but you're just going to have to set that edge and also control the middle, control the line of scrimmage. If you can do that against this Piedmont team, you have a very good chance of winning this game.
The kickoff coming from Braxton Daniel. He's kicking from the 40-yard line to our right. He's kicking from right to left. Actually, that's not Braxton Daniel. That is Trey McFarland kicking it off. Excuse me. Trey's going to kind of kick a pooch kick up in the air as usual. Let's see how this one goes. As the whistle blows, and we are ready for state semifinal football in Class 3A. if they'll blow the whistle. Now Trey backing up, kind of gauging where he needs to kick the ball from. Hands up in the air, helmets held up in the air on the Piedmont side. Everyone ready for the ball game, just waiting on the whistle from the referee.
It's like they're doing the mannequin challenge.
It looks like we're doing the wave. Everybody's got their hands up, but no movement's happening, though. Here comes the kick from Trey McFarland. He kicks it down to the 25-yard line. That's where it's taken by number 7, Caden Jenkins. Jenkins to the far sideline, running 35, getting up towards the 40-yard line. He finally gets knocked out of bounds at the 38. There is a flag on the play, and the man in front of us says it is holding. We'll see what the call is, but that would be big because it is holding on Piedmont. That will back them up, which is huge because they had the ball 1st and 10 from their own 38-yard line, which is great field position.
Yeah, that was a really good run by Jenkins there on that kick return, and that hold call is going to negate that, and you've got to watch out for that. He's actually they're going to back the ball up to about where he called it, and so, you've got to be careful not to make those mental mistakes. The team that plays the most error-free game tonight is going to be the one that wins.
Especially in these type of games. Now it's 1st and 10 from your 18-yard line. You lost about 20 yards. 1st and 10 from the 18 for the Bulldogs of Piedmont. They're lining up. They're moving from our east. Well, they're moving from our west to our east. From our left to our right. Mohan, as we know, is their quarterback, the senior. And he'll line up here in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. 2 running backs in the backfield. That is T.J. Fairs and D'Angelo Foster. Handoff, Foster up the middle. He's hit right at the line of scrimmage, and they'll take him down around the line of scrimmage. May have got a short gain if he got that.
On play 1, you can't ask for anything better. You allowed a short gain. If any, they're going to give him a yard or 2, but, that was a big hit, minimal yardage. You've shown that you're here to play. So that's a good first play for this game for the Tigers.
So now 2nd down for the Bulldogs there in the shotgun. Handoff to the near side. Looking for running room is Caden Jenkins. He's got the near sideline. He runs up to the 35. Big hit around the 35, and he's knocked out at the 37-yard line.
I tell you what, Jenkins' grandson is going to feel that one. That was a big hit. And that's one of those things, they did not set that edge well. They allowed Jenkins to get to the outside. He got a 1st down. It was a really good offensive play by the Bulldogs.
So now 1st and 10 Bulldogs from the 39-yard line of Randolph County. They'll line up in the shotgun. 2 receivers to either side. The running back, number 27, Elijah Johnson, off the right hip of Mohan. Here's the handoff. Johnson up the middle, looking for running room. Hit at the line of scrimmage. He goes down at the 40. He'll gain 1 on the play. I think it's 2nd and 9 now.
The Randolph County player who made the tackle on that one, it's difficult to see numbers as they've got gold on white, but we'll do our best. But the guy who made the tackle put helmet on the football, and that's exactly what you want. You keep doing that all game, and it's already slick out there from the rain, you're going to see a fumble. That's a good defensive play.
2nd and 9 for Mohan and the Bulldogs. Piedmont this year not wearing their all gold as I figured they would. They're wearing blue uniforms with white numbers outlined in yellow, chrome blue helmets with a yellow Piedmont logo on the side and white pants. Dropping back to pass is Mohan. Rolling out to the far side, and he's hitting the backfield and sacked. He loses the football. Picked up by Randolph County. They say it's an incomplete pass. So now I'm looking for an intentional grounding because the quarterback had 3 Randolph County Tigers draped over his shoulders, and he just kind of threw the ball up in the air. He didn't want to take the sack, so he threw the ball up in the air, but they're actually going to call it a sack and say his momentum was stopped. But now they're going to say it's an incomplete pass, which is what he said.
And see, no.
There's no receiver anywhere near that.
Didn't make it past the line of scrimmage. Didn't go towards the receiver. In fact, you could make the argument he was still in the tackle box. So all 3 of them you can't put a check mark by. That's either a sack or it's an intentional grounding. You can't say that that's an incomplete pass. It's either a sack because his momentum had stopped or it's intentional grounding, one or the other.
At any rate, it's 3rd and 9 for Piedmont from the 40-yard line. They'll come out in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Mohan, your quarterback. Caden Jenkins, the running back, off of his left hip in the backfield. They'll bring a man in motion. That's TJ Fairs. Mohan dropping back to pass, and he's hit and sacked in the backfield. Taken down at the 30-yard line. It's number 30 for Randolph County.
Yeah, number 30, Jordan Hurd. He was the guy who got to the quarterback the last time, one of the guys who got to the quarterback last time. This time, the quarterback's not able to throw the ball away, and he's sacked. That's a good play on 3rd down to make it 4th and long, set you up for a short field on this punt.
Buck Hurd, as they call him, and Buck went hunting on that play, and he came home with the goods. Now Piedmont lining up to punt. The punter's feet are resting at his own 16-yard line. Beautiful snap. The punt is up. It is a spiraling punt that'll be caught by Trey McFarland at the 42-yard line of Randolph County. So that's where Randolph County will start 1st and 10 from their own 42-yard line. So a good first possession for Randolph County's defense.
Yeah, absolutely. They led a couple of big plays. Well, one big play. They led a run to the outside by Jenkins, but aside from that, they controlled the line of scrimmage. They got to the quarterback and sacked him. One time on the stat book, twice if you're really counting. And that was just really good defense by the Tigers.
Wishbone set for the Tigers. Davis under center. He'll hand it off. Dante Jordan up the middle. Jordan will dive forward to the 46-yard line. It's a pretty good gain on that play.
And in this game tonight, you're not going to be able to rely on one player. You're going to have to use every weapon you've got. And Dante Jordan is going to open up the run for Atario Hester, and Atario Hester is going to open up the run for Dante Jordan. Those two guys in a tandem are dominant, and they're scary, and you've got to watch out if you're Piedmont, because Dante Jordan get a lot of touches in the first game.
Yep.
This year, so this is going to be a new threat to him tonight.
2nd and 6. Wishbone set once again. Dante Jordan, Atario Hester, the two edges of the wishbone in the backfield. Hester, handoff. He keeps his balance. 45, spins around a man, gets down to the 40-yard line for a big first down.
Running with purpose. He was not going down. He could have fallen down, and he could have said, well, I lost my balance, but he kept moving his feet and continued to fall forward. Never regained his balance fully, but gained an additional 7 yards because he kept pushing his feet forward and fell. Just a really good run by Tario Hester. Had a lot of heart and a lot of purpose on that run.
That's what you do squats for that kind of balance. Wishbone set once again. Davis on the triple option. He'll hand it off up the middle to number 22. That is Terrence Sims Jr., and he is hit near the line of scrimmage. He may have gotten 1 on that play, but it's going to be 2nd and 9 now. Randolph County in Piedmont territory at their 39-yard line. So Randolph County, if you're Coach Prestridge, you're wanting to get in the end zone and kind of set the tone early.
Absolutely. You trust your defense, and if you can get ahead early and keep them coming from behind, that's exactly where you want to be in this football game.
So 2nd and 9. The score is 0-0, Piedmont and Randolph County. This is Randolph County's first possession of the ball game. Wishbone set. Atario Hester deep in the backfield. They'll toss it to him on the triple option, and he gets hit at the 40, keeps those legs churning, and gets up to about the 37-yard line. But that's going to make it 3rd and about 6.
Well, he was tackled for a loss of yards if he goes down as soon as he's hit, but he pushes forward and gets a yard. That's a good play to not allow that to be a negative play.
7:15 left in the first quarter. It's 0-0, Piedmont and Randolph County. 3rd and about 7 we'll give them. Randolph County 3rd and 7 from the 38-yard line of Piedmont. I formation. Atario Hester dots the I in the backfield. Davis under center. Snaps it. Rolling out to the far side. Looking for someone to throw to. Throws it over the middle. Got a man wide open. McFarland got it. First down inside the 20. He goes down at about the 17-yard line. First down, Tigers. That is a first down for the Tigers.
So really well thought out play by the coaching staff here for the Tigers, and very well executed. The left tackle for the Tigers had a very good block, and it was the key block on the play, allowed the quarterback to have a little bit more time to throw the ball. Just a really well executed play. Got to love the pass when they were expecting run.
So Randolph County with 2 first state bank first downs already. Now they're in the wishbone set. Dante Jordan and Tario Hester, the two edges of the wishbone in the backfield. Davis under center, snaps it. It's going to be a trap play to Dante Jordan. Jordan gets up to the 14-yard line. It's going to be second down. Randolph County inching ever closer to the end zone.
I'm going to go ahead and call it, Kyle. That trap play is going to break for big yards tonight. Big.
Remember how I said sooner or later you're going to run out of gas? When you run out of gas, that's when they hit you with a trap play.
Exactly.
So now 2nd and 7 for the Tigers of Randolph County. Inside 7 minutes in the first quarter, we're tied at 0. Wishbone set for the Tigers. Dante Jordan, Atario Hester. The deep backs. Davis dropping back to pass, rolling to the near side. Throws it long to the end zone, actually throwing it for Dante Jordan. Pass is incomplete, and that was fantastic coverage from number 2 for Piedmont, Jakari Foster. Could not have played that better. He was playing man-to-man coverage with Dante Jordan. He turned his head, located the football, high-pointed it, and knocked it away.
Yeah, tremendous job on the coverage. But what about that pass? Put it in a place where only his receiver could get it, because if that ball is just slightly underthrown, that's a pick.
Exactly. 3rd and 7 now for the Tigers of Randolph County. 15 seconds on the play clock. Trying to get the play in. They'll line up in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Hester, the running back, off of Davis' left hip now. 5 on the play clock. Davis snaps it. He'll hand it off up the middle. Hester inside the 10-yard line, down to about the 5, and that's good enough for a First State Bank first down for the Tigers.
Hard-nosed running again allows them to get the first down. Now it's 1st and goal from about the 4-yard line. These Tigers are excited. They are threatening, and they want the end zone. They want to get there. They want to get 6.
1st and goal from the Tigers at the 4-yard line. Wishbone set. Dante Jordan, Atario Hester, the 2 edges of the wishbone in the backfield. Terrence Sims Jr., the fullback. DeMarcus Davis, the quarterback. Davis snaps it. Handoff up the middle. Hester fighting for the end zone. Did he get it? He's either in there. Touchdown, Tigers! Hester reached across the goal line, and the Tigers have drawn first blood. Thank you.
It would have been pretty bad. The Randolph County fans popped the confetti before the referee threw his hands up signaling touchdown. Would have been a waste if it hadn't been a touchdown. I'm glad the referee made the right call.
So now Braxton Daniel on for the PAT. Here's the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it is good. Wow, he kicked that beyond the 15 yards behind the field goal. So 7-0 Randolph County in the first quarter. There is 5:23 left in the first quarter. 7-0 Randolph County. We'll take a 30-second break. You're listening to Area High School Football on WLWE 94.7.
Life is a tough game, and when it gets tougher, say from auto accidents, falls, or even medical conditions, the Expert Rehabilitation Services can get you back in the game. Nowhere can you find better rehab services than the Rehab Center at TRC, formerly known as the Inn. New name, same great service with intensive physical, occupational, and speech therapy 6 days a week. Our therapists are trained in hip and knee replacement, strokes, amputations, cardiac disease, and many other debilitating diseases. The Rehab Center at Trailers Retirement Community covers East Alabama and West Georgia's premier rehab center. Call 334-863-3500. You're listening to Alabama Area High School Football on WLWE 94.7 FM, 1360 AM, and online at Eagle1023.com.
Welcome back. The Tigers of Randolph County have drawn first blood, and it's 7-0 Randolph County here in the first quarter with 5:23 left. Trey McFarland lining up to kick it off from our right to our left, kicking it from the 40-yard line. Back deep to receive TJ Fairs. Kick up in the air, fielded by Malachi Jackson. Jackson looking for the near sideline. Big hit at the 30. Atario Hester, there's your starting running back / starting middle linebacker, playing on special teams and getting a huge tackle.
There he is making a big play. Malachi Jackson Talmadge makes that reception, and he's one of the upbacks. Rarely probably does he get the opportunity to return a kick, and he's thinking in his mind, no doubt, oh, I'm going to get some yards, going to get some boom. And then Atario Hester lays the lumber. That's a good hit and a big hit by Atario Hester.
Shotgun set, 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side for Mohan. Snap, handoff Jenkins to the far side, looking for running room, cuts back into The defense, there's a flag on the play as he was pulled down. The flag came from the side judge on Randolph County's side. That would indicate that maybe it is a hold or a block in the back. Piedmont backing up, holding on the offense. So that'll back them up again. Piedmont faithful not happy. But another flag and a holding.
It was also just it's going to be negated because of the flag, but what about the defensive play for the Tigers, setting the edge there, bottlenecking Jenkins where he couldn't make a play? That's what you're going to have to do tonight with him, because if he's a really dangerous runner between the tackles, but if he can get to the edge, he's speedy, and you're going to have to set that edge. Otherwise, like we've seen already tonight, he can break big.
And Hester almost got him from behind there. So now 1st and 20 for the Bulldogs. 1st and 10 1st and 20 on their own 20. Shotgun set, 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Here's the snap, Mohan dropping back, looking over the far side, throws long, and it is intercepted. Dante Jordan intercepts the ball at the 45-yard line for the Tigers of Randolph County. A diving grab over the middle of the field. What a grab from Dante Jordan. Tigers came to play.
That was a tremendous defensive effort by Dante Jordan. And I'm going to go back to the quarterback there. He threw it into double coverage, but if he checks down to his running back, he's got a first down. Nobody was around his check down running back. And so you've got to make sure you make your progressions, go through all your reads, and don't just throw it to somebody that you've already decided pre-play who you're going to throw it to. You got to make your reads.
Davis coming out in the wishbone set. Dante Jordan, the man with the interception, and Atario Hester, the edges of the wishbone in the backfield. Here's a snap, Davis. Handoff, Hester up the middle. Hester trying to bust one, and he'll get a gain of 5 or 6 on first down. I love it.
Hester's wanting to break a big run. He's wanting to get a 40-yard plus touchdown. He's not he'll be content with the 1-yard rushes for touchdowns, if they can get down inside the goal line. But you want the highlight reel plays. You want the 40-yard plus, and he's pushing for it tonight. He's playing hard.
So now 2nd and 5, maybe 2nd and 4 for the Tigers of Randolph County. It's 7-0 Randolph County, by the way. Randolph County just got an interception. They're trying to extend their lead. Wishbone set, Dante Jordan, Atario Hester, the edges of the wishbone in the backfield. Here's the snap, handoff on the trap play to Hester. Good tackle there from the Piedmont defense. That's number 5, Carl Myers. And Randolph County will get maybe a yard on that play. Make it 3rd and 3. Randolph County up 7-0 with 3:50 left in the first quarter. And Randolph County has the ball on the Piedmont 36-yard line. Thank you all for joining us tonight for the state semifinal game. If you would like to watch the game, you can go on the NFHS network and find this Randolph County versus Piedmont game and watch it as well as listen. Wishbone set for Davis. Handoff up the middle. Terrence Sims Jr. evades a man, tries to cut back at the 28, loses his footing, but that's a First State Bank first down for the Tigers of Randolph County.
Another dangerous runner for this Tiger team. Yes, they do have Dante Jordan. Yes, they have Atario Hester, but don't count out Terrence Sims Jr. He's really good on the defense, but he's also a playmaker on offense, so you got to account for him too. And that's just one of the pros of running the wishbone formation. You never know which back to key on, and so you have to make sure that you are not overrunning the play and that you play smart.
3 on the play clock, and that's going to be a timeout for Coach Pat Prestridge. We'll take a 1-minute break. Your Randolph County Tigers are up 7-0 on Piedmont here in the first quarter. 1-minute break. You're listening to Area High School Football on WLWE 94.7.
When you keep your money here, it stays in the community to support local businesses and schools and farms. At First Bank of Alabama, we've been serving this area for more than 160 years. We care about our community and the people who live here. So when you bank here, you make being here better for all of us. First Bank of Alabama, the official bank of here. FirstBankAL.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Eye Care of Alabama, efficient and effective eye care close to home, proudly supports Randolph County Hanley, Woodland, and Wadley high school football teams and academics. Dr. Mohan and the staff at Eye Care of Alabama offer cutting-edge technology, and they strive for excellent outcomes with every patient to get the best vision and medical eye care possible. Protect your eyes and vision with regular eye exams. Care, credit, and most vision and medical insurances accepted. Eye Care of Alabama in Roanoke, Heflin, and Piedmont. Learn more about our services online on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and on our website. Call 844-480-2020. Go Teams!
You're listening to Alabama Area High School Football on WLW at 94.7 FM, 1360 AM, and online at Eagle1023.com.
Welcome back. A 9-yard run on 1st and 10 for the Randolph County Tigers. If you're just joining us, good evening. It's Randolph County 7, Piedmont 0, but the Tigers of Randolph County are threatening once again as they are at the 21-yard line of Piedmont. They'll line up in the wishbone set. Actually, this is a power eye set, excuse me. Hester gets the toss to the near side, looking for blocking. Good block from Dante Jordan. He's got the first down, pulled down from around the shoulders. That's a First State Bank first down for the Tigers of Randolph County. Carl Myers with the tackle. So once again, Randolph County inching closer to the end zone, trying to extend their lead. They're up 7-0. They're trying to make it 14 or 13 at least.
Yeah, right now this Piedmont defensive line is not controlling like they need to be successful, and they're playing just good enough to allow this Wedowee team to eat some clock on their way to the end zone.
Ooh. Davis tried to call cadence, and when he did, his whole offensive line jumped. So there's a flag on the play. That's going to be a false start. Back him up 5 yards.
Yeah, you got to make sure that you don't make those mental mistakes like that. You've got to be sure that everybody's on target with what count the play is going to be on. And if your quarterback is going to try to draw somebody off sides, then you've got to be on the same page as your quarterback. Otherwise, things like that happen. And it wasn't just one guy; it was 2 or 3. So I mean, you just got to be a team in that regard.
Wishbone said once again, trap play up the middle, and that's going nowhere. Good play from the Piedmont defense as they prevent that one from going anywhere.
That's the thing about the trap play. It is high risk but high reward. And if you run it, the RCHS Tigers have run it 3 times already in this game. You run it like that, and people are going to key in on it. But you use it sparingly, and it can break for big yards. But that time, Piedmont gets a small victory and causes a negative play.
2nd and 17 for the Tigers of Randolph County. Shotgun set, 3 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Hester, the running back, off of his quarterback's right hip, dropping back to pass, throwing the fade route to the end zone, and it is intercepted. Piedmont in the end zone. That's number 2, Jakari Foster, and the wide receiver gave up on the route.
Yeah, you don't want to see that. Now you've shifted momentum, and just the wide receiver just gave up on the ball, thought the ball was going to go out of bounds, but the Piedmont defensive back did not. He went up, made a nice grab and a good interception there in the corner of the end zone, and now momentum is Piedmont's way, and the ball is in Piedmont's hands.
Quan North was the receiver on that play. He was on a go route, and he kind of gave up 3/4 of the way in the route, and that's why it was intercepted. Mohan in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far. He brings a man in motion. That's TJ Ferris. Fake it to him. Handoff up the middle, and that one is stuffed right at the line of scrimmage. Caden Jenkins on the carry. Tackled right at the line of scrimmage. So now it's going to be 2nd and 10. Score updates. Clay Central up 7-0 on Mortimer Jordan. That one's in the first quarter as well. Heard County Fitzgerald 7-7. Callaway up 10-7 on Rockmart right now. So now 2nd and 10 for the Bulldogs of Piedmont. 2 receivers lined up to either side. Mohan, the quarterback. Elijah Johnson, the running back. Dropping back to pass Mohan. Throwing it to the far side on an out route. Good catch right there from number 7, Caden Jenkins. And he'll get a big gain. Not enough for a first down, though. It's going to be 3rd and 1, maybe.
If your playmaker can't have success running the football, you've got to get it into his hands. And so on that play, they pass it out to him, and he's able to get up, make it a 3rd and 2. That was just a smart play by the Piedmont offensive coach.
3rd and 2, Randolph County wanting their defense to stand up big here. 3rd and 2 from the Piedmont 28, they need the 30. Shotgun set, 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Brings a man in motion. That's TJ Fairs. Fake it to him. Mohan running it himself, looking for running room. He's not going to get it. He is stopped short. He actually lost a yard or 2 on the play, I believe. It's going to be 4th down now. They tried that quarterback draw play. Didn't work.
Yep, the RCHS defensive line did not bite for the pass because it looked like it would be a pass. Ended up being a quarterback draw. So they were able to set the edge and get the quarterback down for a loss, and that's exactly what you want to see.
And that is the end of the first quarter. Your score 7-0 Randolph County. We'll take a 1-minute break. You're listening to Area High School Football on WLWE 94.7.
It's not just a home or car. It's the 5 hours you spent in the kitchen mastering your epic wing recipe and the 3-hour family road trip to the tailgate party. While other insurance companies just see them as a bundle or combo, State Farm agent Ken Seifert sees your home and car as the time and memories you put into them. Ken understands what your things really mean to you and is here to help you give the protection they deserve. Talk to State Farm agent Ken Seifert in Roanoke for your home and auto insurance today.
Tanner Health System is advancing health, expanding the possibilities for health in our community. From allergist to urologist, we're everywhere you are, when and where you need us most. Brought to you by the brilliant minds that are making exceptional health possible in our community. We know it takes much more than medicine. It takes medicine beyond measure. Call 770-214-CARE or learn more at tanner.org.
You're listening to Alabama Area High School Football on WLWE 94.7 FM, 1360 AM, and online at Eagle1023.com.
Welcome back. Your score to start the second quarter, Randolph County 7, Piedmont 0. And Piedmont punts the ball, and it is downed at the Randolph County 38-yard line. This will be the Tigers' 3rd drive of the ball game. They had a chance to score on their first drive, and they did. They had a chance to score on their second drive, and they threw an interception in the end zone. Now this is their 3rd drive, up 7-0, trying to extend the lead. Power I set. Dante Jordan dots the I in the backfield. 1st and 10. Handoff Jordan up the middle, and he's hit at the line of scrimmage. He keeps those legs moving, gets up to the 41-yard line. That's a gain of about 4 on the play.
It's a good run by Dante Jordan, not giving up. When he first made contact with the defense, kept his legs turning, kept his feet going, and got an additional 2 yards for a total of a 4-yard gain there on that play.
So now 2nd and 6 for the Tigers of Randolph County. Davis in the wishbone. Dante Jordan, Otario Hester, the 2 edges of the wishbone. Terrence Sims Jr., the fullback. DeMarcus Davis, triple option. Handoff up the middle. Terrence Sims Jr. to the 50, and he's taken down at the 49, and that is a First State Bank first down for the Randolph County Tigers.
Lull them to sleep with your running backs. Hit them with your big fullback. It's been successful all night so far. You give it to Dante Jordan. Oh, they start keying in. You give it to Otario Hester. Oh, they key in. You give it to Terrence Sims Jr., and it's worked all night so far.
1st and 10 from the Piedmont 49 for the Tigers of Randolph County. They're up 7-0, trying to extend their lead. The Tigers up under center in the wishbone once again. Dante Jordan, Otario Hester, the edges of the wishbone. Here's the snap. Davis, triple option. He'll toss it to the near side. Dante Jordan looking for running room. 40-yard line. Runs over a man down to the 35-yard line. And that is another First State Bank first down for the Tigers.
And just when you think you've keyed in on every single runner, you've got to account for the quarterback. And when you do that, you forget about the running back who is there on the option play, and they break it big for a big first down run.
1st and 10 from the Piedmont 35-yard line. Randolph County 7, Piedmont 0 here in the second quarter. Randolph County trying to extend the lead. Wishbone set, Hester and Jordan, the edges of the bone. Handoff, Jordan over the right side, looking for running room inside the 30. Keeps his legs turning down to the 25, close to another first down.
very aggressive run there by Dante Jordan, just keeping his legs moving. That's exactly what you want to see.
Gotta love the play of Vitario Hester on that play as well, helping his fellow teammate and fellow running back by holding him up and keeping those legs going.
Absolutely. When you're not getting the ball, you don't need to be taking a play off. You need to be pushing him from behind or making a block, doing something to allow your teammates to be successful.
2nd and 1, wishbone set. Davis under center, snaps it, handoff, up the middle to Dante Jordan, and that is another First State Bank first down. Another first down, and the Tigers deep in Piedmont territory once again. They are at the 18-yard, they are at the 23-yard line of Piedmont. Not in the red zone quite yet. They'll come out in the wishbone, just no penalties. That's what hurt them last time.
Yep, you don't want any penalties, and you don't want to have to throw a ball into the end zone and let it be intercepted by the Piedmont Bulldogs.
Wishbone set, handoff up the middle. Terrence Sims Jr., he gets up to about the 20. So give him 2 yards, make it 2nd and 8 now. 7-0 Randolph County. 9 minutes left in the second quarter. Other than the interception, Randolph County has looked stunning.
They have. They've got a couple penalties, but I mean they've played a very dominant game so far, specifically in the trenches.
10 seconds left on the play clock. Randolph County still trying to get the play in. 5 on the clock. They're going to have to take a timeout. 4, 3, 2, 1. Davis is under center. He's not going to get it off. Timeout, Randolph County. We'll take a 1-minute break. You're listening to Area High School Football on WLWE 94.7.
Randolph County Concrete would like to thank our police officers, Sheriff's Department, Rescue Squad, and volunteer firemen for their continuous efforts to keep our businesses, families, and communities safe while putting themselves in harm's way every day. Thank you all.
Southern Ambulance Transport is always on call and always there when you need them. And we hope you don't need them, but if you do, call 256-357-2222 or 1-800-757-7367. They are your reliable emergency and non-emergency transportation, the highest quality of service. Southern Ambulance Transport is always ready. Call 256-357-2222 or 1-800-757-7367.
You're listening to Alabama Area High School Football on WLWE 94.7 FM, 1360 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
2nd and 8 for the Randolph County Tigers. They are at the 21-yard line. They'll line up in the pistol set. 2 receivers to the near side. Davis snaps it. Option play. He's hit in the backfield, and he's going to go down. He's hit back to about the 23-yard line, and he'll lose a few yards on that play. That's the first time I've seen him run the pistol, and it did not work. Now it's going to be 3rd and 10 as he lost 2 on that play. Do you think about a field goal in this situation?
Absolutely. You've got a kid who can kick a field goal over your field house at your home field. I mean, and he kicked it probably good from 30 just a second ago on a PAT. And so, yeah, definitely I'm thinking about a field goal.
Wishbone set. Davis dropping back to pass, throwing it. McFarland got him. Down to the 15. Well, that's close enough. You're probably going to go for it. 4th and about 3. Let's see what Randolph County does. They've already used 2 of their timeouts. They only have 1 left. 4th and 3. 20 seconds on the play clock. Coach Prestridge mulling it over. 7 minutes left in the second quarter. Randolph County 7, Piedmont 0. 10 on the play clock. They're in the wishbone set. Davis under center. Davis snaps it, quarterback sneak, and he spins, gets some help from his fullback, and he's down to around the 12-yard line. It's going to depend on the spot. He would have never got that if not for Terrence Sims Jr., his fullback, pulling him out of the muck and pushing him forward. Timeout for a measurement. We'll keep it right here. at the half. Rockmart 14, Callaway 10. That one's at halftime. 15-15, Heard County at halftime with Fitzgerald. Last we saw, Clay Central was up 7-0, and they stretched the chains. And it is first down. First State Bank, first down for the Randolph County Tigers, and it's first and goal.
Yeah, so the MVP there on that play
Fullback.
is the fullback.
The man that does all the dirty work. Fullbacks and linemen, they all eat together. Do a lot of dirty work, don't get a lot of credit for it. But he does get some good carries. So now first down. Handoff, they'll toss it to the near side. Dante Jordan, he's run over by Terrence Sims Jr. on that play. Sims was blocking a man. Dante tried to duck under the arms of Terrence Sims, and he ended up getting tackled by his own man. It's actually not first and goal. It was 1st and 10, but now it's going to be 2nd and 8. They can get another first down. They'd have to get to inside the 5 to get it. Power eye, actually, wishbone set now. They'll flip. Here's the snap. Fake to Hester. Handoff up the middle. Dante Jordan. Jordan inside the 10 to about the 8-yard line. Now it's third down. 6:20 left in the first half. Randolph County up 7-0.
Right here would be a good time to do a play-action pass, in my mind.
I agree.
Have a receiver run into the flat and do that bootleg play that we've seen so many teams run this year.
McFarland has 2 receptions already. Wishbone set. Davis under center. Snaps it. Triple option. Davis is going to take it himself, and he dives toward the 5-yard line. I don't think he got the first down, but he's really, really close.
Yeah, I think he's going to be short, but it's going to be close enough where if they want to do that same play again, if he stretches the ball out, he'll get a first down.
4th and a long 1. 5:30 left in the first half. Randolph County 7, Piedmont 0. Now, quarterback sneak would work beautifully here. But Piedmont is going to be ready for it. They're going to line. They're going to put all the beef right at the middle. Wishbone set. 5 seconds on the play clock. Davis under center. Snaps it. Dropping back to pass. Fakes it over the top. He's going to run it. And he's trying to get inside the 5. He didn't turn up to run the football. He tried to go east and west when he needed north and south, and he stopped.
He was wanting the touchdown instead of the first down. And it's easy to do when you see that blue right there in front of you. That blue end zone is just like it's only so many feet away. I can get there. But all you needed was just about 3 feet for a first down.
All he had to do was take 2 steps forward, and he had 2 steps forward. He could have fought for that. But now it's 1st and 10 for Piedmont. They're letting Piedmont hang around, and that is the last thing that you want to let Piedmont do.
That's exactly right.
Shotgun set, a single receiver to either side for Mohan. Takes the snap, hands it off over the far side, and taken down on the far sideline is Elijah Johnson. Johnson down at the 9.
Dante Jordan makes a tackle there on that play.
It'll be 2nd and 7 now for the Bulldogs. Let's see, 2nd and 7, 5:06 left in the first half. 7-0 Randolph County, and it should be 21, but it's 7-0. Shotgun set, a single receiver to either side. Mohan snaps it, fakes it, dropping back, throwing it on the far sideline, and it is intercepted again. Dante Jordan. Another one.
Give him his second when he's ready. He wants some receptions, and he's taking it away from the other team. How about that?
The guys in front of us are trying to say, hey, they keep running the clock. They just ran about 20 seconds off the clock for no reason there after the interception. They ran it all the way down to 4:48. Now they're going to have a talk about it. But they let the clock roll there. So, Randolph County, great field position again. You need to get in the end zone.
Absolutely.
2 turnovers.
You cannot squander this possession right here. You need to get into the end zone. If you don't get into the end zone here, you allow Piedmont to think in their minds, oh, we have a chance. When this should be a 21-0 ball game and working on 28-0, you're allowing Piedmont to hang around, and we all know what they can do when they hang around.
Piedmont reset the clock to 4:59 now. As I said, they let a lot of time run off there. They reset the clock to 4:59. So now they'll be in the wishbone set. Hester and Jordan, the edges of the wishbone in the backfield. Triple option play. Toss, Dante Jordan near side. Jordan at the 40, and he slides and falls down. He tried to put the move on Caden Jenkins, but he was dancing with two left feet on that play.
Yeah, he just lost his footing there, and he was sick about it too when he got up. He kind of smacked his hands together. He knew he could have gotten a couple of yards out of that play, but he just lost his footing.
So now it's going to be 2nd and 9 for the Randolph County Tigers. Wishbone set once again. Davis under center, snaps it. Fullback dive, Atario Hester, near sideline. He is gone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that's what this style of offense allows for. You eat little bitty chunks of yards, 3 yards, 3 yards, 4 yards, 5 yards, 3 yards, 5 yards. But then eventually they key in on the wrong guy and they just forget about entirely your other running backs, and that allows for big plays like that. And Atario Hester now makes his way on the highlight reel with that big run.
And now Braxton Daniel lining up for the PAT. It's 13-0 Randolph County here in the first half. Trying to make it 14 here with Braxton Daniel. As I mentioned, once you get through the goalpost, there's about 15 yards back there to the fence that lines the track around this field. He kicked it over that fence last time. Braxton, the kick is up, and it is good. Tigers of Randolph County 14, Piedmont 0 in the second quarter. We'll take a 1-minute break. You're listening to Area High School Football on WLWE 94.7.
Banking local matters. When you keep your money here, it stays in the community to support local businesses and schools and farms. At First Bank of Alabama, we've been serving this area for more than 160 years. We care about our community and people who live here. So when you bank here, you make being here better for all of us. First Bank of Alabama, the official bank of here. FirstBankAL.com. Equal housing lender. Member FDIC.
Eye Care of Alabama, efficient and effective eye care close to home, proudly supports Randolph County, Hanley, Woodland, and Wadley high school football teams and academics. Dr. Mohan and the staff at Eye Care of Alabama offer cutting-edge technology, and they strive for excellent outcomes with every patient to get the best vision and medical eye care possible. Protect your eyes and vision with regular eye exams. Care, credit, and most vision and medical insurances accepted. Eye Care of Alabama in Roanoke, Heflin, and Piedmont. Learn more about our services online on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and on our website. Call 844-480-2020. Go Teams!
You're listening to Alabama Area High School Football on WLWE 94.7.
And now here comes the kick from McFarland. Kick fielded by number 3, looking for running room, and he's not going to get much as he's taken down at about the 35-yard line. That's where Piedmont will start 1st and 10. We are in the second quarter. Your score, Randolph County 14, Piedmont 0. 4:08 left in the first half. And the Tigers have looked great other than 2 turnovers. One, an interception in the end zone, and the other, a 4th and 1 play where Davis went east and west trying to get to the end zone instead of north and south. But it's been all Randolph County.
And so far tonight, they have controlled the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball, and that is the key for success with the style of offense they play.
Shotgun set, 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Mohan snap, handoff, Caden Jenkins over the far sideline. He's hit and taken down at the 37, 38-yard line, somewhere in there.
The Piedmont offense is beginning to step away from their between the tackle runs, and they're beginning to go mainly to these outside toss plays and sweeps. And when you do that and you've allowed yourself to be able to run in the between the tackles, it'll work. But if that's all you can do is run to the edge, then what we're seeing right now is what's going to happen. They're going to cut the edge off from you.
Shotgun set. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Mohan, the quarterback. He's got 2 running backs in the backfield with him. One of them being Caden Jenkins. And the other one trying to get the number on. I think it's Leighton New, number 20. 14-0 your score. Randolph County on top of Piedmont here in the second quarter. We have 4 minutes left.
I think they're dealing with an equipment issue out there on the field right now. Something was thrown from the Randolph County bench over to a player and then taken over to another player standing with the refs.
Yeah. Another issue they got going on is they keep messing with the game clock. Yeah. Yeah, trying to get it right. I don't know. Shotgun set, handoff Jenkins to the far sideline. He's taken down around the 40-yard line, taken out of bounds there.
Your eyes and vision with regular eye exams. Care, credit, and most vision and medical insurances accepted. Eye Care of Alabama in Roanoke, Heflin, and Piedmont. Learn more about our services online on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and on our website. Call 844-480-2020. Go Teams!
You're listening to Alabama Area High School Football on WLWE 94.7 FM, 1360 AM, and online at Eagle1023.com.
3rd and 5, the handoff to the near side to Caden Jenkins, and Caden Jenkins grabs the face mask of a Randolph County player, and that's going to back Piedmont up once again. So no first down. They would have had the first down, but not after the face mask.
Yeah, when you're running the ball, you can put your hand on the face mask, but if fingers go inside that face mask, that's a penalty. So you got to be careful. You got to be disciplined if you're going to use the stiff arm to just use a flat palm and not grab anything.
So now that's going to back them up big time. It's going to be 3rd and about 12 now for the Bulldogs of Piedmont. Things not really going their way in the first half. Shotgun set for Mohan. 2 receivers to the near side, 2 to the far side. His running back off his left hip is Leighton New. Mohan snaps it, dropping back to pass, looking over the near side, steps up in the pocket. He's hit, and he gets away. There he goes. He's down in the backfield. Atario Hester with the sack at the 25-yard line. Beautiful coverage from Trey McFarland here on the slot receiver. That's who Mohan wanted. McFarland was all over him. And Prothro almost had the sack in the backfield, but he slowed him down just enough where Atario Hester could get back there and make the sack.
That was tremendous defense on that play. Again, like you said, great coverage there in the defensive with the defensive back, Trey McFarland in particular, and then just a really good rush by the linebackers and the defensive line to get back there and make a sack.
Here comes the punt from Piedmont. Spiraling punt way up in the air. Fair catch called for at the 50-yard line. Good catch, Dante Jordan. 1st and 10 from the 49 for the Tigers of Randolph County. They're up 14-0 here in the first half. 2 minutes, 44 seconds left in the first half. It's 14-0 Randolph County, and they've got a shot to extend it. Coach Prestridge, got to love what you're seeing from your guys right now.
Absolutely. Like we've said, they're dominating the line of scrimmage, and if you just kind of think that if they're able to get into the end zone on this play, that if they continue to play the dominant fashion that they have, then they can kind of begin to just run clock and not worry about scoring anymore.
Shotgun set. Davis is going to run it himself, and there's a flag for holding on the play. We all saw it.
Yeah, it was very blatant.
Yep. The holding was Davis had run it up the middle himself looking for running room, had to spin out of that, couldn't go anywhere. But then once he got away, he scampered over here to the near sideline, and when he got over here, one of the wide receivers that was blocking for him ended up holding. So now it's going to be 1st and 20.
You know, that's one of the things about football. They can call holding on every play, but when it's that bad, you have to call it. You can't help but throw the flag on that.
1st and 20 for the Tigers of Randolph County. They are lined up at the 38-yard line, their own 38-yard line. 2:40 left in the first half. It's 14-0 Randolph County. Shotgun set, 2 receivers to either side for Davis. Hester is running back off his left hip. Handoff Hester up the middle. Good play right there from big number 9, Matthew Thornton.
Thornton busts through the offensive line, gets into the backfield, makes a play. That's what they're going to begin to have to do, this Piedmont defense. They're just going to begin to have to dominate the line of scrimmage if they want a chance to win this ball game.
Timeout. Piedmont. We'll take a 1-minute break. You're listening to Area High School Football on WLWE 94.7.
It's not just your home or car. It's the 6 months you save for your Ultra HD flat screen just in time for football season. And the overtime you work for the 3rd car so your team can drive himself to practice. While other insurance companies just see them as a bundle or combo, State Farm agent Ken Seifert sees your home and car as things you really work hard for. Ken understands what your things really mean to you, and he's here to help you give them the protection, sir. Talk to State Farm agent Ken Seifert in Roanoke for your home and auto insurance today.
Banking local matters. When you keep your money here, it stays in the community to support local businesses and schools and farms. At First Bank of Alabama, we've been serving this area for more than 160 years. We care about our community and the people who live here. So when you bank here, you make being here better for all of us. First Bank of Alabama, the official bank of FirstBankAL.com. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
You're listening to Alabama Area High School Football on WLWE 94.7 FM, 1360 AM, and online at Eagle1023.com.
2nd and 18. Davis under center, and he'll run a quarterback draw. He'll get about 2 yards on the play before he's finally taken down. And he's slung down behind the play. Randolph County fans wanting a flag there. The whistle had already been blown as they kept dragging him backwards, and then they slung him down. Now it's going to be 3rd down, and there's a timeout for Piedmont as they want to get the ball back. Davis is reeling after that play. He came up hurt.
Yeah, that was a very
hard
hit.
Yeah,
and it was egregious. Also, it should have been a penalty. They just slammed him to the turf after the whistle had already been blown. I mean, come on, refs. You got to call those kind of things. At the end of the day, the holds don't matter. The false starts don't matter. What matters is player safety, and these player safety penalties, you have to call those. You have to make sure that your players are safe.
And that's what I was going to say, was in a day and age where it's all about player safety, that wasn't safe at all.
No, it's very possible. As hard as he hit his head, he got up a little gimpy. He's fine, but that could definitely be a knockout blow. It could definitely be a concussion blow. I mean, it could cause trouble. You hit your head wrong down there, you can have neck problems. And even we know this game is dangerous. you can have even worse problems if you hit your head the wrong way there on the turf, and especially when you're not ready for it because you're let up because the whistle blew.
Score update from Clay Central. 7-7, Mortimer Jordan and Clay Central as Mortimer Jordan gets into the end zone. Wishbone set here on 3rd and long. Dropping back to pass is Davis. He's looking long, throws it over the top, and it is incomplete. Hester went up for it, and Caden Jenkins high-pointed it and met him up there and knocked it away. So now it's 4th down.
That was tremendous defense there by Jenkins. Turned his head at the last minute, the last second, and was able to jump up and high-point the ball and punch it out of Otario Hester's hands.
Davis not showing any signs of injury on that play as he dropped back and slung that one.
Yeah, that was a beautiful throw, and I'm glad he's okay.
Me too. Now here comes the punt from McFarland. McFarland, an unsung hero from last week. He was able to pin sacks deep many a time. He gets this one off a spiraling punt. Beautiful. It'll bounce at the 25. It's going to roll inside the 15-yard line and roll down to the 10-yard line, and that's where it is downed. And, right on cue, he does it again.
I was about to say, speak of the devil. There he goes, and he pins them deep. And now, yes, Piedmont's got the ball back, but with a limited clock, and they've used 2 timeouts. And so you've got only one more to get down there with less than 2 minutes on the play clock. So
and your
on the
offense
game
hasn't
clock.
been doing much.
Yeah, and your offense hasn't been doing anything. They've not been making big plays, big chunk plays. And so if you're going to get 2 and 3 plays per first down, you're not going to have enough time to get down there to the end zone.
Shotgun set for Mohan. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. 2 running backs in the backfield. Fakes the handoff. Throws a curl route to the near side to Fairs. Fairs catches it. He's running down the sideline. There's a flag in the backfield. The flag was thrown at the quarterback. It may have a rough in the passer.
Oh, that's not going to go over well with these Wedowee fans.
Yep. Rough in the passer. Yep.
And it doesn't go over well.
Not at all.
But again, I mean,
they call that rough in the passer, but then Randolph County's
right.
passer got roughed. And that's what they're saying. Piedmont gets a free 15 yards out of that. Coach Pat Prestridge not happy. So now Piedmont with 1st and 10 once again. They haven't spotted the ball yet. Now they'll move the spot. They move the ball all the way to the 41-yard line. How?
That is more than 15 yards.
They call roughing the passer. Piedmont had the ball at the 10, and now they have it at the 41. They gained 31 on a roughing the passer penalty. Shotgun set. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Referees wanted to talk it over.
Yeah, maybe they'll get this squared away like it's supposed to, because this should be only a 15-yard penalty, not a 30-yard penalty.
Yeah. And it was 1st and down from the 10-yard line when they had roughing the passer. And that's 15 yards. So you're looking at the 25, but the ball is at the 41. And can't see the clock right now because there's an umbrella in the way, so I can't tell you how much time is left. 1:56, Chance says. Shotgun set for Mohan. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. And the referees are talking again. The play clock hasn't started. That's the issue. Randolph County fans not happy.
Yeah, these refs are not making friends tonight, that's for sure.
Now he says, hey, start the play clock. There we go. Now they start the play clock. Shotgun set, bring a man in motion. That's TJ Fairs. Pop pass, TJ Fairs looking for the edge on the far sideline. He'll cut it up at the 50-yard line, gets knocked down at the 45, but that's a 1st down for Piedmont.
It's just that was a tremendous run. They set the edge well. The running back got there and was just real speedy once he broke loose, and the RCHS defense just wasn't there to make a play until after he got the 1st down. So you got to give all the credit there to the Piedmont offense.
And that play took all of 6 seconds. So now shotgun set for Mohan. Two receivers lined up to the near side, one to the far side. They're at the Randolph County 45. TJ Ferris in motion. Fake it to him. Mohan dropping back, throws it to the near side, and it is complete. All the way down to the 11-yard line is number 10, D'Angelo Foster. That could have been intercepted, but the cornerback who was covering on the play never turned around.
Yeah, never located the football, and it was right there. He could have made a play on it. That's why you got to look back. You got to watch for the football. Now Piedmont is in prime scoring position, and you can make all the excuses you want to about why they're here in this position.
The fact is they're here.
The fact is they're here, and you have to stop them.
1:40 left in the first half. Shotgun set, two receivers to the far side, one to the near side for Mohan. Jenkins and Johnson in the backfield. Here's a snap. Mohan throwing a little rocket screen to TJ Ferris. Ferris makes two guys run into each other. He's looking for the edge. McFarland gets his hands on him, and he'll take him down around the 6-yard line. So now 2nd and 7. They can get a first down. They have to get to the 1. And there's 1 minute exactly left on the clock in the first half. Boy, a goal line stand would be huge. Piedmont has one timeout remaining. They'll line up in the shotgun once again. Two receivers to the far side, one to the near side. Mohan snaps it. Looking, throws over the top, and it is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Number 5, Carl Myers on an out route in the end zone, jumped up and caught that one for a touchdown.
It's a great throw, great catch. You got to defend it, and it's hard to defend, especially when the receiver is taller than you are, but you got to get up there and make that play as a defender and stop him from getting the catch, getting the touchdown. But that was good offense there by Piedmont on that drive. They made big plays, explosive plays where they'd not made explosive plays all night. And give them credit, getting to the end zone. Yes, there were some questionable calls, but you got to still play defense even though things don't go your way. And there, Piedmont made the most of it and got a touchdown.
Piedmont takes a timeout. We'll take a 1-minute break. You're listening to Area High School Football on WLWE 94.7.
Why choose Southern Union?
Between working and family responsibilities, I thought I'd never be able to go to school. But Southern Union offered flexible schedules for both day and night courses.
At Southern Union, I was able to take classes that gave me hands-on experience to aid in my future career.
I really needed a calculus class, but couldn't fit calculus in my schedule this semester. So I went to Southern Union, and it transferred back to my university.
Keep going at Southern Union. Your journey has just begun. For more information, visit suscc.edu.
Some of us were just born with dull or discolored teeth, but they don't have to stay that way. In just an hour, Dr. Michael Edwards can give you that $1 million bright white smile you've always wanted. That's all the time it takes in his office, or you may elect to do it at home. Dr. Edwards also offers a convenient 3-week at-home whitening program. Both are completely safe and approved by the American Dental Association and the FDA. Don't let dull or discolored teeth keep you from smiling. Call Dr. Michael Edwards in Wedowee for an appointment or consultation at 256-357-2882.
You're listening to Alabama Area High School Football on WLWE 94.7 FM, 1360 AM, and online at Eagle1023.com.
Piedmont going for 2. Swing past Caden Jenkins, and he is in. It looked like there could have been a false start there, but it is 14-8 now with Piedmont converting on their 2-point conversion. 44 seconds left in the first half. And a series of unfortunate events for the Randolph County Tigers.
But, you can't allow that to deflate you, and you can see the energy in this Tiger team has dropped drastically. They're not over here on the sidelines jumping anymore. They're not playing with the same kind of energy on defense anymore, and you can't allow that to control you. You have to just let that be in the past, and you go out here on offense with 44 seconds left and do your thing on offense. And then when the half comes, come back out in the second half and play with the same intensity that you played in the first half because, hey, it was in half number 1, it was a 14-8 ball game. You won.
Right.
So come out with that mindset and let it be a 14-8 ball game again in the second half, and you'll come away with in this game victorious.
So now here comes the kick from the Bulldogs of Piedmont, and, hey, why don't you just take this one back? Get those points back. So here comes the kickoff from Piedmont, kicking from our right to our left from the 40-yard line. That is number 32, Bryce Walter. Walter kicks this one off. He kicks it deep. Bounces over Dante Jordan's head. Jordan has to go back and pick it up. Now he's looking for the far sideline. Big block from McFarland. And Dante is taken down at the 15-yard line. McFarland just absolutely leveled Carl Myers, the man who made the touchdown reception.
Yeah, came from his blind side and hit him legally on the side in the front, just wasn't looking in his direction. That was a big hit. I'm surprised he got up without much stumbling there.
So with 36 seconds left, let's see what Randolph County decides to try and do here. Wishbone set. Davis under center, snaps it, handoff. Over the middle, Dante Jordan. Jordan gets up to about the 25 before he's pushed 10 yards backwards and drove into the ground.
Second time tonight, Piedmont's gotten away with driving a player into the ground. You've got to watch out. That's going to catch up with you.
And Dante comes up gimpy. He got 8 yards on that play, but at what cost? And Dante Jordan is still hunched over in the middle of the field. I was just going to take it to they're just going to go to halftime.
Yeah, no doubt he lost his breath on that play because shoulder pads went right into his chest.
Yeah, I don't blame him going to halftime here. So at halftime, your score, Randolph County 14, Piedmont 8. We'll take a 3-minute break. You're listening to Area High School Football on WLWE 94.7.
The spirit of competition. You see it all over town. People taking pride and giving it their best. At Small Town Bank, they're happy to be there for you every day, making your life better and your community stronger, all striving to be their best. With 6 convenient, full-service locations open 6 days a week in Dowie, Ranburne, Roanoke, Heflin, Carrollton, and Dallas, and a loan production office in Oxford. Small Town Bank is there when you need them most, helping develop and grow. That is the goal with Small Town Bank. Small Town Bank, an equal housing lender and member FDIC. Life is a tough game, and when it gets tougher, say from auto accidents, falls, or even medical conditions, the Expert Rehabilitation Services can get you back in the game. Nowhere can you find better rehab services than the Rehab Center at TRC, formerly known as the Inn. New name, same great service with intensive physical, occupational, and speech therapy 6 days a week. Our therapists are trained in hip and knee replacement, strokes, amputations, cardiac disease, and many other debilitating diseases. The Rehab Center at Trailers Retirement Community covers East Alabama and West Georgia's premier rehab center. Call 334-863-3500.
Southern Ambulance Transport is always on call and always there when you need them. And we hope you don't need them, but if you do, call 256-357-2222 or 1-800-757-7367. They are your reliable emergency and non-emergency transportation, the highest quality of service. Southern Ambulance Transport is always ready. Call 256-357-2222 or 1-800-757-7367.
Hi, this is Steve Smith, manager at Russell Dewitt Center in Roanoke. On behalf of the Russell companies and all the employees at Russell Dewitt Center, I'd like to offer a big congratulations to all the area high school football teams on their efforts this season. Russell Dewitt Center is pleased to have been part of the support of area schools and helping to bring you area high school football on Eagle 102.3. We also want to thank you for your business and pledge our continued efforts to provide you with the finest products and service available. Come see us at Russell Dewitt Center, Highway 431, Roanoke.
It's not just a home or car. It's the 5 hours you spent in the kitchen mastering your epic wing recipe and the 3-hour family road trip to the tailgate party. While other insurance companies just see them as a bundle or combo, State Farm agent Ken Seifert sees your home and car as the time and memories you put into them. Ken understands what your things really mean to you and is here to help you give the protection they deserve. Talk to State Farm agent Ken Seifert in Roanoke for your home and auto insurance today.
Start your children off with good dental care, and you and they will save money in the long run. That's because small problems can be caught early before they become major problems. Dr. Michael Edwards in Wedowee can help put your child on the right dental path and keep them there. Teeth sealants can help prevent decay and the sometimes painful results that can make your child afraid of maintaining good dental health. Dr. Edwards offers expanders and space maintainers to keep teeth perfectly aligned and is licensed for pediatric IV sedation. Call Dr. Edwards for an appointment or consultation at 256-357-2882.
You're listening to Alabama Area High School Football on WLWE 94.7 FM, 1360 AM, and online at Eagle1023.
Welcome back to the Field of Champions. Your score at halftime, 14-8, Randolph County on top of Piedmont. This has been an interesting game. Randolph County, it was all Randolph County in the first quarter as they outscored Piedmont. And then the second quarter, Piedmont outscored Randolph County 8-7. It's only 1 point, and Randolph County takes the lead in at halftime. What were your thoughts on the first half?
Well, exactly what we said in pregame, the keys for success, that factored into success in the first half. RCHS was dominant on the line of scrimmage. Therefore, they had a lot of success running the ball. There were a couple of plays where, they gave up some turnovers. One was a interception. Another was a failed fourth down conversion. But overall, defensively and offensively, RCHS has controlled the line of scrimmage. On defense, they've been able to get into the backfield. They've allowed small gains. Yeah, they've allowed first downs, but then as soon as they've allowed one first down, they don't allow another. And so that's been the big deal for that. They are able to get off the field on third down, and that's a big deal. But then in the last 2 minutes of the first half, there was just a lot of confusion going on with the referees, calls to play to the lull, and we've seen this season, and we know just in the game of football in general, when there's a lull, that can be beneficial for the other team because it kind of kills the momentum of what's going on. And then also, on a 15-yard penalty, Piedmont there was some confusion. They were given 30 yards on that play, and so that allowed an additional free 15 on that play. So a lot of things going into that were not going the Tigers' way, but regardless of those things, you have to continue to play the game. And then they just played poor defense from there on out, from the 50 until they got into the end zone. This Piedmont team was having their way with them, with the Tigers with the Tigers defense and the Bulldogs offense. And so this is a small victory for Piedmont because they're not in the lead. It's 14-8, so it's still it's still in their court. The ball's still in their court, especially since they get the ball to start the second half. You can go down and score.
That score.
Exactly, and you really do. You need that score. So the ball's still in your court. You can still control this game, but you have to come out in the second half with the same intensity. Otherwise, Piedmont now has a little bit of a push. They've got some oomph going into the halftime, and they're going to come out ready. You've got to come out ready. Allow that first half completely to go out of your mind. It's 0-0 going into the second half, and you've got to play the style of football that you play. You've got to continue to be physical. If you do that, then you'll win this game.
Yep, and 14-8, Randolph County has looked great on offense at times and great on defense at times. They just kind of fell apart on the defense on that last drive, and the offense could have scored so much more. They had 2 more shots that they could have got in the end zone. They could have had it 28-8 here at halftime, but they weren't able to get in the end zone. A 4th and 1 that they did not convert was taken down an inch short, and then an interception in the end zone, or it could have been a whole different game. But you're still in the lead here at halftime, and you get the ball to start the second half, like you said, and that's going to be big. They need to kind of set the tone in the second half. They'd love to drive it down there and get a touchdown, but Piedmont, you go in with a lot of momentum.
Right. But if you, as a Tiger defense, if you can force Piedmont to throw the ball, you have proven, well, Dante Jordan himself has proven, don't throw the ball my way. I'll take it.
Twice.
And so, they're dangerous there in the defensive in their defensive back department. So, yeah, make them throw the ball on 3rd and long, 2nd and long. Make them throw it, and you can go up and get interceptions that way. And although the Tigers have only made points out of one of those turnovers, if you do get the turnover, you are taking the ball out of the hands of the Piedmont offense, and that's what you want. You want to be able to control the clock.
Score update from Clay Central and Mortimer Jordan. It is 7-7 at halftime between Clay Central and Mortimer Jordan in what appears to be a mud bowl, as I have seen photos from the game so far, and it looks like a mud bowl out there in Mortimer Jordan. We are tremendously blessed to be here at the Field of Champions, where it is such a wonderful venue, and they always treat us so well, and turf field that doesn't look like anybody's ever played on it.
Yeah, it's a beautiful field, and turf doesn't have mud. That's the thing about it. There's no mud on turf, and it's a different animal, though. I mean, you have to learn how to play and run and on turf. It simulates grass, but it's not exactly grass. There's nothing like playing on grass, but this turf is super, super nice, and it soaks up the water, so it's not as wet as grass, and there's no mud, so that's great. So you're able to keep your footing a little bit better. But when it gets saturated with water and doesn't have enough time for that water to kind of drain out of the rubber, that's when it gets fun to watch because guys just slip and slide all over the place.
That's why we see people falling everywhere.
Yeah. But tonight, not had a whole lot of that. There's been a couple of times where a guy's lost his footing. But tonight, so far, the turf has treated them kindly.
And your score, Heard County, the Braves of Heard County winning right now. They're on top of Fitzgerald, 21-15 on top of Fitzgerald. Troup County's down big, and Rockmart playing against Callaway. Rockmart is up on Callaway by 3. They're up on Callaway by 3 points right now. So a lot of close games going on, which is the state semifinals for everyone. So you're going to have close games. You're getting down to the nitty-gritty. And there's a lot of nitty-gritty dirt being played on the fields that aren't turf tonight. Mortimer Jordan is looking rough up there. But hopefully Clay Central can come out with a win. It's 7-7 at halftime, and they're getting ready to come out for the second half as they went to half before we did. But Randolph County up 14-8 here at halftime. We're going to take a 3-minute break. You're listening to Area High School Football at WLWE.
Eye Care of Alabama, efficient and effective eye care close to home, proudly supports Randolph County, Hanley, Woodland, and Wadley high school football teams and academics. Dr. Mohan and the staff at Eye Care of Alabama offer cutting-edge technology, and they strive for excellent outcomes with every patient to get the best vision and medical eye care possible. Protect your eyes and vision with regular eye exams. Care, credit, and most vision and medical insurances accepted. Eye Care of Alabama in Roanoke, Heflin, and Piedmont. Learn more about our services online on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and on our website. Call 844-480-2020. Go Teams!
Tanner Health System is advancing health, expanding the possibilities for health in our community. From allergist to urologist, we're everywhere you are, when and where you need us most. Brought to you by the brilliant minds that are making exceptional health possible in our community. We know it takes much more than medicine. It takes medicine beyond measure. Call 770-214-CARE or learn more at tanner.org.
You know, some of us were just born with dull or discolored teeth, but they don't have to stay that way. In just about an hour, Dr. Michael Edwards can give you that $1 million bright white smile you've always wanted. That's all the time it takes in his office, or you may elect to do it at home. Dr. Edwards also offers a convenient 3-week at-home whitening program. Both are completely safe and approved by the American Dental Association and the FDA. Don't let dull or discolored teeth keep you from smiling. Call Dr. Michael Edwards in Wedowee for an appointment or consultation at 256-357-2882.
When it comes to real estate financing, all eyes turn to First State Bank. As a true community bank, we create real estate loan solutions tailored to meet the unique needs of our customers, including property at Lake Wedowee. Want to know more or see available foreclosed properties for sale? Visit us online at firststatedirect.com. First State Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender in Lineville, Wedowee, and Ashland.
Why choose Southern Union?
Between working and family responsibilities, I thought I'd never be able to go to school. But Southern Union offered flexible schedules for both day and night courses.
At Southern Union, I was able to take classes that gave me hands-on experience to aid in my future career.
I really needed a calculus class, but couldn't fit calculus into my schedule this semester. So I went to Southern Union, and it transferred back to my university.
Keep going at Southern Union. Your journey has just begun. For more information, visit suscc.edu.
The spirit of competition. You see it all over town. People taking pride and giving it their best. As small town bank, They're happy to be there for you every day, making your life better and your community stronger, all striving to be their best. With 6 convenient, full-service locations open 6 days a week in Wedowee, Ranburne, Roanoke, Heflin, Carrollton, and Dallas, and a loan production office in Oxford. Small Town Bank is there when you need them most, helping develop and grow. That is the goal with Small Town Bank. Small Town Bank, an equal housing lender and member FDIC. You're listening to Alabama Area High School Football on WLWE 94.7 FM, 1360 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Welcome back. We got about 7 minutes left in this halftime period. A few updates. Callaway hits a field goal. It's 21-20 right now. Rockmart on top of Callaway. Heard County kicks a field goal as well. They're up 24-22. Those games in the third quarter, and Clay Central has not started the second half yet in the Mud Bowl. And Mortimer Jordan, they're tied at 7. And here it's 14-8 Randolph County, and Randolph County will get the ball to start the second half. And they want to start the second half the same way they started the first half.
Yeah,
fast, physical, dominant.
You want to come out electric. And just like you did defensively, you had a really good defensive stop early in the first quarter. You want to have offensive success early in this third quarter. Score right out of the gate and allow Piedmont to know that, hey, you've not gone home yet. You've still got to play 2 quarters with us.
Yeah, you want to be thunderstruck going into the second half. So halftime score in 1A. So Maplesville beat Lynette last week 29-6. Linden is beating Maplesville 8-0 at halftime. 2 of 1A's powerhouses going at it. And it's 8-0 Linden at halftime. And those 2 programs, historically, really, really good. And the other 3A game, I haven't mentioned, the other 3A game, looking for the score on that one. At any rate, Randolph County or Piedmont, they play the winner. Providence Christian is one of them. Providence Christian and Flomaton. See if I can. Providence Christian was up 26-14 last we saw. Providence Christian School. And those teams, I don't know. I don't think they're going to be as. I don't think they will be as good as the team as Hillcrest Evergreen was last year. As I mentioned, they went up to 4A, but still, like you mentioned earlier, these are teams that you can't let this game be your state championship. You still have a whole nother game to play after you win this one.
Right. It's real easy to do, especially when a game's tight or it's a revenge game, and you put all that you have into it. It's real easy to get complacent the next week because in your mind, you did what you wanted to do. You had revenge against the team that beat you. But you have to continue to play hard, practice hard, and get ready for the next team. You've got one more game after this, just one more. So if you beat Piedmont, or if Piedmont beats RCHS, they either way they can't allow this to be their state championship game. You've got to get ready for either Providence Christian or Flomaton because those teams, regardless of if they're better or worse than either of these teams, which I would put both of these teams against anybody.
Yeah.
You know, even upper class.
Yeah.
You know, but it doesn't matter how good you are. If you don't go in ready to play, you can get beat by a team that's not as good as you.
Which they play upper class and sometimes up 2 classes, as Piedmont always plays Madison Academy. And that's usually a lot of fun. So right now, Providence Christian 26-14 at halftime. So that winner would get this winner, and if it ends the way it is right now, Providence Christian will play Randolph County. One thing about Providence Christian, though, one team that I know that they beat was Gordo. And I know how good Gordo is because I have seen them play. They played Hanley's first year in 3A, and knocked Hanley out of the playoffs. Gordo beat Mobile Christian, who was one of the teams favored to go to the state championship. And then after that, they got beat by Providence Christian. So they have earned their stay, no matter what.
Yeah, they're definitely going to be a team to watch out for.
All right, so let's talk some college football for a minute. The Iron Bowl last week, you went. How was everything?
I did. It was quite the treat. Took my sister. It was her first Iron Bowl, and we had a good time. An electric atmosphere, and the stadium was packed. It was real fun. But what was interesting to me was the loudest the crowd got, which the crowd was loud. The whole game. The loudest the crowd got was in the fourth quarter when Jalen Hurts ran out onto the field and
proceeded to throw a strike.
Yeah, threw a – oh, man. 1-for-1 for a touchdown, 1-1-1. And he just – he has shown such class this season, and he's shown so much growth as well. I don't want to see him go to another team. I hope he – but whatever he chooses to do, I know he'll do for his benefit. But he's definitely earned the respect of Alabama fans who even wrote him off when they saw that he wasn't going to be the quarterback to lead them to a national championship.
Yeah, and Alabama beat Auburn last week. They're playing Georgia this week, SEC championship, playing in Mercedes-Benz. Very similar to the national championship from last year, and we're hoping for the same result, except maybe not as close. Alabama, a 13-point favorite. And I asked you on the way up here if they covered, and you said, oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think they do. This is the last two times Alabama and Georgia have played. They played, obviously, in the national championship game last year, 3-point game. The previous time before that was in the SEC championship game in 2012, I believe it was, and Alabama won 32-28, which, if we're being honest, they should have clocked the ball with 15 seconds left and should have scored.
That. Oh, yeah.
So Georgia should have won that one. So that's a 4-point game and a 3-point game. So you could make the argument that this is going to be a real close game, but I just don't think so because I've got to be completely objective about this. I am an Alabama fan, and I'm a big one, but just being completely objective, looking at it from a football standpoint, Georgia's not as good as they were last year. They're not as good in the defensively with their defensive backs and their secondary. They're not as good, but in their run game last year, Sony Michel ate Alabama up.
True.
And that allowed DeAndre Swift to have some carries. But this year, they have no Sony Michel. Or Chubb, exactly. And DeAndre Swift is the main ball carrier, but he's just not the guy to have the main workload.
Right.
And as much as I love Holyfield, he's just not a great back like a Sony Michel or Nick Chubb. And so those guys are not as dynamic. They're good, and they're even great, but they're not as good or as great as the backfield was for Georgia last year. So they're going to have to rely more on Jake Fromm. Now, if Jake Fromm has a very accurate game, if he goes in and just lights it up, it's going to be a fun game to watch. It's going to be, 7-10 points. Could be another 3-5 point game, but I just don't see it right now. And that could change between now and 3 o'clock tomorrow.
Yeah.
But I just don't see it right now.
All right, we got about 3 minutes till the start of the second half, so we will take a 3-minute break. You're listening to Area High School Football on WLWE 94.7.
Tanner Health System is advancing health, expanding the possibilities for health in our community. From allergist to urologist, we're everywhere you are, when and where you need us most. Brought to you by the brilliant minds that are making exceptional health possible in our community. We know it takes much more than medicine. It takes medicine beyond measure. Call 770-214-CARE or learn more at tanner.org.
Start your children off with good dental care, and you and they will save money in the long run. That's because small problems can be caught early before they become major problems. Dr. Michael Edwards in Wedowee can help put your child on the right dental path and keep them there. Teeth sealants can help prevent decay and the sometimes painful results that can make your child afraid of maintaining good dental health. Dr. Edwards offers expanders and space maintainers to keep teeth perfectly aligned and is licensed for pediatric IV sedation. Call Dr. Edwards for an appointment or consultation at 256-357-2882.
Southern Ambulance Transport is always on call and always there when you need them. And we hope you don't need. If you do, call 256-357-2222 or 1-800-757-7367. They are your reliable emergency and non-emergency transportation. Highest quality of service. Southern Ambulance Transport is always ready. Call 256-357-2222 or 1-800-757-7367. 7367.
It's not just your home or car. It's 6 months you save for your Ultra HD flat screen just in time for all season. And the overtime you work for the third car so your team can drive himself to practice. While other insurance companies just see them as a bundle or combo. State Farm agent Ken Seifert sees your home and car as things you really work hard for. Ken understands what things really mean to you, and he's here to help you give them the protection they deserve. Talk to State Farm agent Ken Seifert in Roanoke for your home and auto insurance today.
Life is a tough game, and when it gets tougher, safe from auto accidents, falls, or even medical conditions, the Expert Rehabilitation Services can get you back in the game. Nowhere can you find better rehab services than Center at TRC, formerly known as the Inn. New name, same great service with intensive physical, occupational, and speech therapy 6 days a week. Our therapists trained in hip and knee replacement, strokes, amputations, cardiac disease, and many other debilitating diseases. The Rehab Center at Trailers Retirement Community covers East Alabama and West Georgia Premier Rehab Center. Call 334-863-3500.
Banking local matters. When you keep your money here, it stays in the community to support local businesses and schools and farms. At First Bank of Alabama, we've been serving this area 160 years. We care about our community and the people who live here. So we bank here. You make being here better for all of us. First Bank of Alabama, the official bank of here. BL.com. Equal housing under member FDIC.
You're listening to Alabama Area High School Football on ULWE 94.7 FM, 1360 AM, and online at Eagle1023.com.
Welcome back. It's time for the second half. Piedmont kicking it off from our left to our right from the 40-yard line, number 32, Bryce Walter kicking it off deep to receive Dante Jordan, Atario Hester, and Trey McFarland. Your score is 14-8 Randolph County to start the second half. Winner gets to go to Jordan-Hare Stadium to play for a blue map. Who wants it more? Randolph County or Piedmont? We're about to find out. Dante Jordan returning the kickoff. He's going up the middle. He's got a lane up the middle of the field to the far sideline. He's hit from behind and taken down at the 41-yard line of Piedmont. I was wondering why he was kind of jogging, moving so slowly there. He was biding his time.
Patience.
He waited until he found a hole, and as soon as the hole opened up, he shot through it like a bullet. And he got all the way to the Piedmont 40, and it's 1st and 10, Randolph County from the Piedmont 40. This is how you want to start the second half. Power eye set. Hester dots the eye in the backfield. Toss to the near side. Hester looking for blocking. Cuts up the middle. Gets tripped, but he's still going. Runs through a man down inside the 30-yard line. He's inside the 25. Give him the 24, and that's a First State Bank first down for the Tigers of Randolph County.
That was a great block there on the edge to set the edge and allow Atario Hester to break a big run for a first down. Got to love the block, and that allows for those big runs. Like we said earlier, the big guys up front allow to make room so that these guys who touch the ball are able to get yards.
Wishbone set for Davis and the Tigers. 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Davis snaps it, handoff up the middle to Dante Jordan. Jordan getting some help from his offensive lineman. He's inside the 20. Give him the 18-yard line. Another good gain. Gets 6 on the play. 2nd and 4 now. All AHSAA championship events are made possible by the support of our corporate sponsors, Alabama Power Company, Alpha, Coca-Cola, Encore Rehabilitation, Jax, Russell Athletic, Team IP, and Wilson, and corporate sponsors Alabama Department of Transportation, Blue Cross Blue Shield, Cadence Bank, Play On, and TNT Fireworks. These fine corporate citizens are worthy of your support. A special thank you to our corporate sponsors. Okay, now 2nd and 4, wishbone set, Davis under center. Snaps it, handoff Hester up the middle, jumps over his offensive lineman. He's down inside the 15 on his leg, still spins through a man. He's in! Touchdown, Tigers! What did I say about why you do squats earlier? Balance.
That's right. And he just churned, kept those legs churning, made some butter out of it, and on the end he put the butter on some toast, and he ate. Touchdown.
Chance says breakfast as he does the old Ezekiel Elliott thing. So now Randolph County going for the PAT, not going for 2, going for the PAT. Braxton Daniel 2 for 2 tonight. Here's the snap, the hold, the kick is up, and it is good. 21-8 Randolph County, and that is how you want to start your second half.
That's exactly right. And then to cap it off, you hit a PAT that was good from 50.
Again,
this kid can kick.
Again, he kicked it over the fence. We're going to take a 30-second break. It's 21-8 RC here in the third quarter. You're listening to Area High School Football on WLWE 94.7.
Hi, this is Steve Smith, manager at Russell Dewitt Center in Roanoke. On behalf of the Russell companies and all the employees at Russell Dewitt Center, I'd like to offer a big congratulations to all the area high school football teams on their efforts this season. Russell Dewitt Center is pleased to have been part of the support of area schools and helping to bring you area high school football on Eagle 102.3. We also want to thank you for your business and pledge our continued efforts to provide you with the finest products and service available. Come see us at Russell Dewitt Center, Highway 431, Roanoke.
You're listening to Alabama Area High School Football on WLWE 94.7 FM, 1360 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
So the Tigers of Randolph County start off the second half with a bang. They come out and score, and it's 21-8 Randolph County here in the third quarter. That's just what the doctor ordered. And here's the kick from McFarland. It's fielded at the 29-yard line. A fair catch is called for. He doesn't make the catch. He kind of muffs the football, but he ends up picking it up. His teammate fell on it, actually. But it's going to be 1st and 10 for Piedmont at their own 30-yard line. So just what the doctor ordered on offense for Randolph County. Now your defense needs to keep it going.
Yeah, you dominated the line of scrimmage offensively, allowed big runs. Now you got to allow minimal runs and dominate on the defensive line.
Shotgun set for Mohan. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Handoff, Jenkins looking for the far sideline. And he is up to the 39, almost the 40. Let's see, he's close to a first down. He might have just gotten one.
And Jenkins is a very speedy back, and there was a linebacker who went in and just blitzed through a gap and took a bad angle on Jenkins. Could have made a tackle for loss in the backfield, but took a bad angle. Jenkins was able to get to the edge and get a first down.
And that's a first down for Piedmont. Randolph County on the last drive had 2 First State Bank first downs as they headed to the end zone. Had to make sure to say that one. Shotgun set, 2 receivers to either side for Piedmont. The running back number 27, Elijah Johnson. And Mohan dropping back to pass, throwing deep for the big man. No one's back there. And if Davis would not have lost his footing, that was an interception.
Yeah, that would have been INT number 3 on the night. But, yeah, he lost his foot and kind of slipped there, and the ball fell harmlessly to the turf.
You're taught to flip your hips and run, whether you're an outfielder in baseball or a safety and corner in football. When you're backpedaling, you flip your hips and run after the football. And when he flipped his hips, he lost his footing and tripped up, or else he'd have been all over that one. So now it's 2nd and 10. Mohan in the shotgun, 2 receivers to either side. Running back in the backfield with him is number 27, Johnson. Here's a throw, and it's almost intercepted again. And guess who? That is Jordan.
Dante Jordan over there.
As the fan in front of us says, he almost had number 3. It was a curl route, which means the wide receiver runs 5 yards and turns around and waits for the ball. Dante Jordan jumped the route and jumped in front of the receiver and had his hands on the football, but it was knocked away by the wide receiver.
Jordan is playing very aggressive tonight, playing angry, and you want to see that. And he's not just playing that way on defense, he's playing that way on offense. He's a tremendous all-around player.
So now it's 3rd down and 10. Mohan dropping back to pass, stepping up in the pocket, rolls out to the near side, overthrows his man, and it's 4th down. And Randolph County says, hey, we'll take it.
Sent some pressure to him, and he had a guy kind of open. If he would have thrown it in one particular little area, one little window he had, it would have been close to a first down, but he overthrew him by a mile because of the pressure.
So now 4th and 10 for Piedmont. Piedmont facing a 4th and 10. They're going to have to punt. Walters punting for Piedmont. Here's the snap. High spiraling punt. It'll go out of bounds around the 30-yard line. They don't want to kick to Dante Jordan, and I wouldn't either. And they say it's out at the 37-yard line, and that's where they'll take it 1st and 10.
urologists. We're everywhere you are, when and where you need us most. Brought to you by the brilliant minds that are making exceptional health possible in our community. We know it takes much more than medicine. It takes medicine beyond measure. Call 770-214-CARE or learn more at tanner.org.
You're listening to Alabama Area High School Football on WLWE 94.7 FM, 1360 AM, and online at Eagle1023.com.
So Piedmont had to punt. Now Randolph County in the I formation. They try to run a trap play. This is going nowhere. Woodgett on the carry. They tried to give a little end around to him, but he loses a yard, and it's going to be 2nd and 11 now. It's 21-8 Randolph County here in the third quarter, and Randolph County has the ball once again. Piedmont threw an incomplete pass on third down, had to punt on fourth. The ball landed out of bounds at the 38, and that's where Randolph County started this drive. And on the first play, they ran a little end around that lost 3 yards.
Yeah, on that first play, big number 57, Jaden Matthews for the Piedmont defense made the tackle.
I formation once again. Dante Jordan dots the I. Here's an option play. Good hit right there from number 5. Carl Myers on Davis. Davis gets to the original line of scrimmage, but it's going to be 3rd and 10. Randolph County up 21-8, facing 3rd and 10 here. They'd love nothing more than to get a first down and drain this clock a little bit more and get in the end zone.
Absolutely. And now it's just all about play call. What do you draw up here? Do you want to go with the same kind of stuff you've been going with the wishbone style fullback, and they're going to call a timeout and talk about it? Yeah, because this is a big third down.
It really is. You're up 21-8, and it's third down, so you're like, hey, this isn't that big of a call. But in the grand scheme of things, this could be huge.
Yeah, this can be monumental as far as the end result of this game is concerned. With this third down, you begin to go into the part of the game where clock matters. And so if you're able to get, because it is about 8 minutes, if I'm seeing that right. Yeah, 8 minutes and 23 seconds left on the play clock. You're able to get a first down here. Before the Piedmont team is able to get the ball back after this first down. If they cause another fourth down and you have to punt it, it's within 6, maybe even 5 minutes before they're able to get the ball. So this is pretty big. And you really, like you said, you would want a touchdown off of this. If you get a touchdown, then you're pretty much set. Game's not over with, but you feel a little bit more comfortable.
3rd and 10, shotgun set for Davis. 3 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Hester, the running back, off Davis' right hip in the backfield. Here's a snap option play. Toss to Hester. Hester looking for running room, and he runs into his own man. He's not going anywhere. That's 4th down.
His own man was looking at him rather than turning around and making a block.
Yep.
And they run into each other. You drive where you're looking. And if you're looking at your own guy, you're going to run into him.
End of the third quarter, Heard County 24, Fitzgerald 22. 1 quarter left in that one. And a score from Mortimer Jordan. As Mortimer Jordan kicks a field goal, they take a 10-7 lead in the third quarter of that one. So now McFarland back deep to punt. Let's see if he can flip the field. The snap is low. It's picked up. He gets it away somehow. And it'll roll inside the 30, and it's picked up by T.J. Fairs. They take him down at about the 25.
It's a dangerous play by the Piedmont return team. Touching the ball, muffing it. It very well could have been Tiger ball. They got lucky on that play.
You know who else got lucky? Randolph County, because that could have been blocked. And also the fan in front of us, as he was saying. So McFarland's right-handed, and he kicks with his right foot. He had to get that away so fast that he kicked that ball with his left foot. And he kicked it and flipped the field all the way down to the 27 with his left foot, just trying to get it away. But he made it happen. That's what you got to do. Mohan in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Jenkins is running back off his left hip. They'll bring a man in motion. Handoff up the middle, Jenkins. That ain't going to work.
Yeah, that run up the middle with Jenkins has not worked all night. They've had success on the edge, and they're trying to play that middle because you can't abandon it. You got to keep going for it. It's just not there tonight.
You got to make them respect it.
Right.
And now it is 2nd and Second and about 7. 21-8, Randolph County on top of Piedmont. 7 minutes left in the third quarter. Piedmont has the ball on their own 30-yard line. Second and 7 now. Shotgun set for Mohan. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Running backs are Jenkins and Johnson. Fake to Johnson. Mohan dropping back, throws it to Jenkins in the flat, and Jenkins does a split at the 30-yard line. That's the original line of scrimmage. Make it third down. So now 3rd and 5. They'll say he got 2. 3rd and 5 now for the Bulldogs of Piedmont. Randolph County trying to get the fans fired up, get the defense fired up. Shotgun set. Johnson, the running back, off his quarterback's right hip. 2 receivers lined up to either side. Mohan snaps it. Looking to the near side. Throwing a curl route near side. TJ Fairs has it, but he is stopped. TJ Fairs drove into the ground. Number 30, Buck Hurd, stops him short, and it's going to be 4th down.
What a play defensively by the Tigers. Fairs caught the ball, and as soon as he caught it, he was met by two Tiger defenders. Great play defensively.
And that is that's how you play what we call sticks defense, where you play to the line that they have to gain and don't let anything get behind you.
Right.
They kept everything in front of them and made a solid tackle. So now on for the punt once again. 32, Bruce Walter, back deep to receive Dante Jordan. Let's see if they punt it to him. And here's the snap. Gets the punt off. He's going to outkick the coverage. Let's see if Jordan can make something happen. He fields it at the 30. Looking for running room. Runs off of 2 guys. He's at the 40. Cuts back. Still at the near sideline, and he's thrown down at the 42-yard line. But he got up to the 45, and that's where he'll get forward progress to. So it's going to be 1st and 10, Randolph County, from the 45-yard line of Piedmont. As far as field position goes, they're winning that battle as well.
Absolutely. They're winning the turnover battle. They're winning the field position battle. And usually, if you win those, then you can win the game.
And the turnover battle.
Yeah, but with a score as close as it is, you got to be careful.
So now the wishbone set. Davis under center. Snaps it. Handoff Hester up the middle. Hester looking for running room. He somehow makes a way, and he gets to the Piedmont 48. Folks, I don't know how to explain what he does. The reason why is because there's just a mass of bodies in the middle of the field, and he somehow weaves his way through all of them and gets 8 yards.
Yeah, he fits through holes so small it will make a mouse jealous. It's very, very interesting. Well, not interesting isn't the right word to watch. It's very fun to watch, but it is amazing how tight of holes he can fit his big body into.
And Hester's 5'9", 180. It's not like he's 5'2", where he can duck up under everybody.
Right.
This is a big guy. 2 seconds on the play clock, and they're going to have to burn a timeout. Timeout, Randolph County.
That's 2 timeouts they've used this half. Right now, as it looks, it doesn't look like it would be a big deal, but it could end up being a big deal.
Later in the game, that's one of those things. So timeout, Randolph County. We'll take a 1-minute break. You're listening to Area High School Football on WLWE 94.7.
Southern Ambulance Transport is always on call and always there when you need them. And we hope you don't need them, but if you do, call 56357-2222 or 1-800-757-7367. They are your reliable emergency and non-emergency transportation. The highest quality of service. Southern Ambulance Transport is always ready. Call 256-357-2222 or 1-800-757-7367.
It's a tough game, and when it gets tougher, say from auto accidents, falls, or even medical conditions, the expert rehabilitation services can get you back in the game. Nowhere can you find better rehab services than the Rehab Center at TRC, formerly known as the Inn. New name, same great service with intensive physical, occupational, and speech therapy 6 days a week. Our therapists are trained in hip and knee replacement, strokes, amputations, cardiac disease, and many other debilitating diseases. The Rehab Center at Trailers Retirement Community covers East Alabama and West Georgia's premier rehab center. Call 334-863-3500. You're listening to Alabama Area High School Football on WLWE 94.7 FM, 1360 AM, and online at Eagle1023.com.
On 2nd and 2, a toss play to the far side, and Atario Hester runs into his own man, and that was Dante Jordan. It's one thing to run into your own offensive lineman, but you run into your other running back. Now it's 3rd and 3. Mortimer Jordan scores a touchdown, and it's 17-7 Mortimer over Clay Central right now. Here's a handoff, Dante Jordan. Jordan kind of tiptoeing through the tulips there, and he'll be a yard short. It's going to be 4th and 1.
It's going to be interesting to see what the coach decides to do, what Coach Prestridge is thinking, whether you punt it or go for it here.
I'd go for it.
Oh, and they backed the ball up.
Yeah, that's where it was.
Okay. He had shifted it forward about a yard, and then he shifted it back a yard.
Yeah, it's going to be 4th and 1. I believe they can get it here. With the way they've been running it, I believe they can get it, but they also had a 4th and 1 earlier that they didn't get.
You just got to go north-south.
Got to go north-south. Can't go east-west on these. Power I. Let's look for a fullback dive. No, it's a handoff up the middle. Hester.
Oh, that's close.
It's going to depend on the spot. The guy on the referee on the opposite side of the field is standing at the 45, which is where he had to get. So it looks like a first down to me. According to the side judge on both sides, it's a first down. That's what he's looking at. Everybody's saying, hey, he got it. They're going to call timeout for measurement, but, I mean.
Yeah, you know, it is definitely visible that he got the first down, but it's not going to hurt to bring the chains out and make sure.
Except they have to bring it all the way to the opposite sideline. It's just going to take the momentum away again. But you never know. It looks like he got it. We say that. But you never know. It's on the Piedmont sideline. Let's see.
Nope,
he didn't get it.
He's short by a nose.
So, just to be clear, the referees were standing at the 45-yard line. The ball was spotted a little bit above the 44. So, and it was about a few inches short. And they mark it a few inches short in the center of the field, but it's Piedmont ball now. That's confusing. Because that's not where they were standing when they called the play dead.
Right, usually a referee will go up and plant the ball between his legs where he's standing, but that time that's not what happened.
Shotgun set for Mohan. He takes a snap, handoff Jenkins, far side. Jenkins looking for a running room, and he runs over a man to the 47. So it's going to be second down now.
Tell you what, win or lose, Jenkins is playing with everything he's got tonight. He is absolutely leaving it all on the field.
That's just how he plays the game. He did that in the first game as well. A lot of heart in these Bulldogs of Piedmont, and that's just how they were brought up. 21-8 is your score, by the way. Randolph County up 21-8. 2:37 left in the third quarter. Shotgun set for Mohan. Single receiver lined up to either side. Jenkins in the backfield, as well as the big man, number 27. He gets the handoff. Johnson to the near side. Johnson, 40-35. Cut down at the 32-yard line. Big first down.
Big man gets a big first down there.
So he gets a first down for Piedmont. That'll take him to the 32-yard line of Randolph County. So it's going to be first and 10 Piedmont from the 32 of Randolph County. It's 21-8 Randolph County in the third quarter. 1:34 left in the game in Heard County, and it's all tied at 30. Shotgun set for Mohan. Single receiver to either side. Mohan snaps it. Johnson in the backfield. He's going to throw a swing pass to him. And way to take his legs out from under him. There's the flag. There's the flag. It's on the offense, as we all saw. Dante Jordan on that play, he got drove into the ground again, and this time they called it.
Yeah, finally there's a penalty on a unnecessary roughness hit. And, you know, if you've got to eventually stop doing that. Otherwise, you know, it's not about penalties. It's about keeping players safe.
Yep.
So that's why the penalties exist. And so finally the referees see it and they call it. That's a good call by the referee.
So now it's first and 25. Randolph County will take that. 1st and 25 from the Randolph County 45. Now you're in the shotgun. Single receiver to either side. Mohan. He's got Jenkins and Johnson in the backfield with him. Handoff. Jenkins toward the far sideline. He makes a good move. And he gets down around the 35. Let's see where they spot it. They're going to say he got to the 36-yard line. Got a lot of that yardage back.
Yeah, it was a good run on 1st down to eat up some of that penalty yardage.
See, it'll be about 2nd and 15 maybe. Yeah, 2nd and 14 is what the PA said. 2nd and long for Piedmont. 1 minute left in the 3rd quarter. It's 21-8 Randolph County. Shotgun set, 2 receivers to the near side, 2 to the far side as well. Johnson in the backfield with Mohan. Mohan snaps it, dropping back, looking toward the far side. Steps up in the pocket. He's going to run it to the far sideline. 35, and he dives out of bounds at around the 30. That's going to be 3rd down.
Again, another big 1st down. No doubt this is 4-down territory, but this is huge. This is going to be a 3rd down for if it's going to be 4th down and long or 4th down and short.
Yeah. 3rd and 10. Another big 3rd down. Mohan in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Johnson and Jenkins in the backfield. Mohan dropping back, throwing the double pattern, and it is caught. Touchdown, Bulldogs. 2 men were defending. That was DeMarcus Davis and Dante Jordan, and they didn't put their hands up.
Yeah, didn't put their hands up. Waited too late to turn around and try to locate the football. It's a good throw. It was a dime by the quarterback. Put it right into the breadbasket of his receiver. And that's a touchdown.
So now Piedmont's going to go for a PAT. Not going for 2 this time. As it's 21-14. Let's see if they hit the PAT. Thornton on for the kick. Here's the snap. The kick is up, and it is no good. 21-14 Randolph County with a minute left in the 3rd quarter. We'll take a 30-second break. You're listening to Area High School Football on WLWE 94.7.
To thank our police officers, Sheriff's Department, Rescue Squad, and volunteer firemen for their continuous efforts to keep our businesses, families, and communities safe while putting themselves in harm's way every day. Thank you all.
You're listening to Alabama Area High School Football on WLWE 94.7 FM, 1360 AM, and online, people1023.com.
Welcome back. As I said, I mentioned Heard County. The game is tied at 30 with a minute 30 left in Franklin. So a barn burner going down in Franklin, Georgia. Clay Central is down. I repeat, they're down. Mortimer Jordan is up 17-7 right now. That one in the 4th quarter. Well, that one in the 3rd quarter as well. Here comes the kick from Piedmont. Piedmont just scored, and it's 21-14 Randolph County with 1 minute left in the 3rd quarter. The kick from Walters from the 40 to our left. He's kicking left to right. Back deep to receive, Dante Jordan, Otario Hester, Trey McFarland. And here's the kick. End over end kick. Caught by Hester at the 15. Looking for running room. Runs up the middle to the far sideline. He's up to the 40, and that's where he's cut down at the 40-yard line. That's where Randolph County have it 1st and 10. 21-14 Randolph County. 1st and 10 from your own 40-yard line. Piedmont just had a big score. You'd love to answer.
Yeah, you want to answer this, and you also want to take a lot of time off the clock. So this is just basically just keep doing what you've been doing. Run your offense and make sure that you are controlling that line of scrimmage there in the trenches. But tell your guys to protect the ball. Don't do anything too extra. Just get 1st downs and be safe.
High formation. Fullback dive, and he's hit in the backfield for a loss. He lost a yard on that play. Make it 2nd and 11. The fullback dive hasn't worked here lately. Terrence Sims Jr. not happy with his lineman. So in comes Braxton Daniel now coming into the ball game. Some Randolph County players are running out of gas, as we mentioned. It looks like they're running out of gas here. They need a pick-me-up. Randolph County doesn't have to snap it, by the way. And that's what Coach Pat Prestridge is saying. He said, hey, don't snap it. Don't snap it. Don't snap it. Yeah. That's going to be the end of the third quarter. 21-14, your score. Randolph County in the lead. We'll take a 1-minute break. You're listening to Area High School Football on WLWE 94.7.
When it comes to real estate financing, all eyes turn to First State Bank. As a true community bank, we create real estate loan solutions tailored to meet the unique needs of our customers, including property at Lake Wedowee. Want to know more or see available foreclosed properties for sale? Visit us online at firststatedirect.com. First State Bank, member FDIC and an equal housing lender in Lineville, Wedowee, and Ashland.
Eye Care of Alabama, efficient and effective eye care close to home. Proudly supports Randolph County, Hanley, Woodland, and Wadley High School football team and academics. Dr. Mohan and the staff at Eye Care of Alabama are cutting-edge technology, and they strive for excellent outcomes with every patient to get the best vision and medical eye care possible. Protect your eyes and vision with regular eye exams. Care, credit, and most vision and medical insurances accepted. Eye Care of Alabama in Roanoke, Heflin, and Piedmont. Learn more about our services online on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and on our website. Call 844-480-2020. Go Teams!
You're listening to Alabama Area High School Football. WLWE 94.7 FM, 1360 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Swing route to Dante Jordan on 2nd and 12. Can't make any headway, and now it's 3rd down. Randolph County hasn't tried any deep passes lately. So UMS Wright wins tonight over Andalusia, 24-3. They're heading to the state championship game once again. And that is almost an every year thing for them.
Yeah, congratulations to the Bulldogs.
Those Bulldogs. 3rd and 12. I formation. Hester dots the I in the backfield. Single receiver to either side for Davis. Davis dropping back to pass. And
Wow.
False start, number 7, McFarland. He jumped before the snap. And that I saw that one before. Right as soon as he was about to snap it, he lunged forward.
Yeah, I was wondering why he stopped on his route.
Yeah.
He knew. Before the whistle even blew, he knew.
Yeah, he knew. Fitzgerald just missed a 46-yard field goal with no time left off of the upright. Overtime in Heard County. That's a barn burner as well. Shotgun set now. 2 receivers to either side for Randolph County. Davis dropping back to pass. He has to step up and run. He's hit and taken down at around the 42-yard line. That's going to make it 4th and 10. And now Randolph County is going to have to punt.
Yep, you've got to punt, and you're hoping that your punter can pin them deep into their own territory. He's already got a punt inside the 10, well, on the 10, actually. So maybe you're hoping that he gets another punt that deep again.
First of all, you need to get a good snap. That's
right.
The first thing, because last time you didn't get a good snap.
Good snap, good protection, then worry about the punt.
Yep. Here comes the snap. Perfect snap. And, a booming punt. It hits at about the 20, picked up by T.J. Fairs. Fairs on the far sideline looking for running room. And he's up to the 25, 30. 35 cuts back, hits his own man in the middle of the field. And he's stopped at the 37-yard line. If not for his own man, he probably would have been gone.
Yeah, that was definitely a touchdown, but his own man, he bounced off like bumper cars. And if it wasn't for him, he'd be in the end zone right now celebrating. So RCHS is grateful for that Piedmont player.
And there's a flag on the play on the opposite 40-yard line.
That could be, in that vicinity, it could be either a hold or it could be a roughing the kicker.
I'm hearing a late hit is what I'm hearing.
Okay.
And that's what it appears they're marking it off as because Randolph County's defense is already backed up. The ball's at the 37, and they're going to walk it up. From the 37, they walk it up to the 48. 10-yard penalty. 1st and 10. Apparently, the people in front of us are saying they called blocking the back on Weed Alley.
Just a wrong hand signal. He made a late hit, yeah.
Yeah. Shotgun set, single receiver to either side for Mohan. Mohan snaps it, handoff. Johnson, far sideline. Johnson. And he's still on his feet, and they finally take him out at the 45 of Randolph County.
Yeah, there's no hand signal for late hit, so when he went personal foul, he went for the first thing he came to his mind. He just went blocking the back.
Yeah. 2nd and 3 from the Randolph County 45. It's 21-14 Randolph County here in the 4th quarter. 21-14 Randolph County, and Piedmont has the ball in the 4th quarter. 2nd and 3. Ball on the Randolph County 45. Shotgun set, single receiver to either side. Johnson and Jenkins in the backfield. Mohan's going to take this one on a quarterback draw, and he's pinned in the backfield. Good tackle right there from Prothrow.
It's a great play by a great player. 3rd down. Now what do you do, Piedmont? You got 2 downs, yeah, but the play that you thought would work, that quarterback draw that worked so well on this Tiger team the last time you played, didn't work there. So now this Tiger defense has to hunker down and do it 2 more times.
So now it's 3rd and 3. Tiger defense trying to pump up the fans, wanting all the support they can get. Shotgun set, single receiver to either side. They'll bring TJ Ferris in motion to the near side. Fake it to him, dropping back to pass, throwing over the middle, and it is caught. And he's still rumbling down inside the 20 to the 19-yard line.
That's number 9, Matthew Thornton, who plays linebacker.
Flag on the play. Sorry to interrupt you, but there's a flag on the play. It is on the offense and is coming back.
Wow.
Number 60, 62 or 68, I can't really tell. He was pointing at TJ Ferris and said, hey, this man was holding. And the referee said, you know what? You're right.
Wow.
He was holding. And there's a flag, and that brings it back.
Yeah, that's going to be number 68, Clayton Bragg, with the hold.
He's bragging about getting held there, and it worked. So they backed it up instead of 3rd and 3. They're backing it up from the spot of the foul, and the spot of the foul was the 49-yard line.
Well, and what I was saying, that's going to negate Thornton's catch. He's a big 6'2", 260 linebacker.
Yeah.
He's a big guy, and so he was just rumbling. It's hard to get him down.
So now the holding, I guess, went from 3rd and 3 to 3rd and 7. 5-yard penalty. Yeah. 3rd and 7. Shotgun set for Mohan. 2 wide receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Jenkins in the backfield with Mohan. Brings a man in motion. That's big number 10. Mohan dropping back to pass. He has to step up, rolling to the near side, looking for somewhere to throw. Cuts back, trying to go across the field. He's sacked! Atario Hester. Big sack in the backfield. Takes him down at the 41-yard line. Actually, the 43-yard line is where they'll officially mark it, and it's 4th and long.
Quarterback's got to get rid of that ball. He's got to throw it out of bounds. You're outside of the tackle box. Nobody's open. 3 people are around you. You've already shucked 2 tacklers. Odds are you're not going to get past the 3rd one. Just get it out of there. Throw it away.
Atario said this is not a video game. It's not bad. You can't just run around there in the backfield until something happens. So here comes a punt from Walters. A nice spiraling punt, calling for a fair catch. And a good fair catch at the 24-yard line. Dante Jordan. Jordan's been really good at fair catching it and making a very secure catch. No question that it was muffed or not. It's so questionable sometimes when somebody goes back for a punt, you're like, please catch it. please catch it. But he's just safe and secure with it.
Punt return, man, is probably
underrated.
Very underrated. It's probably the hardest position to play because how would you react if there were 11 men running at you and you had to catch a ball and had no defense?
Well, and you saw what happened to Jalen Waddle last week. Looking up in the air and you just get hammered.
Yeah.
Here's a handoff up the middle to Dante Jordan on first down. Jordan gets up to the 27. Final score, Callaway falls to Rockmart, 28-22. Rockmart heading to the state championship game. Heard County still playing in overtime. 2nd and 7. It's 21-14 Randolph County with 7:40 left in the game. 21-14 Randolph County, and the Tigers have the ball. They're in the wishbone. Davis under center. Snaps it. Option play. Toss to the near side to Dante Jordan. Jordan is going to get to the 30, and the flag comes in from the back judge. And big number 9, who made the reception earlier, said, hey, I'm getting held now, big boy. And that's what it was. It was a hold on the offense. And that'll back them up. They're talking about it with the head referee. Appears that will back them up.
I hear the band playing Baby Shark.
Yeah.
Reminds me of the Egg Bowl when the Mississippi State band played Baby Shark for the the Ole Miss Land Sharks.
They made it look like a baby shark that night. They did. They called a face mask against Randolph County. Clay Central, 24-yard touchdown pass. 17-14, Mortimer Jordan is up with 5:22 left in that ball game. So Clay Central, that was going to come down to the wire again, like it did last time. They're down by a field goal. So we went from 2nd and 7 to 2nd and about 14. 2nd and 18 is what they have it officially. Wishbone set. Davis under center. Davis snaps it. Handoff up the middle. There he goes. Oh, and he's tripped up at the 25-yard line.
He's one shoestring tackle away from a touchdown there, and that's a heartbreaker.
Terrence Sims Jr. He was Matthew Thornton. He was a Matthew Thornton away because Thornton is the only guy that could have brought him down right there. 3rd and 9, Randolph County, 21-14. 7 minutes left in the game and counting. Heard County Braves, 38-30. Handoff up the middle. That didn't go anywhere. 4th down. Fourth down, and now Randolph County has to punt. Just the fullback dive up the middle hasn't worked here lately.
Has not worked.
Well, it worked 2 plays ago.
Yeah, just not consistently, and that's the big word for success. You got to be consistent. There's a false start.
Yep. Number 8 from Piedmont got the left tackle to jump. You could say he was trying to simulate the snap count, but.
Yeah, well, the flinch, to simulate the snap count, you've got to clap or yell something.
Exactly.
But he just flinched at him. So that's a clean play. He didn't jump into the neutral zone, so it's not offsides. It's just a smart play by a defender.
Heard County Braves win. The Braves win 38-30, and they're headed to the state championship game. And here's the punt from McFarland. It bounces at the 50 and rolls out of bounds around the 44. They'll say he went out at the 46. So it's going to be 1st and 10 Piedmont from their own 46-yard line. A little bit under 7 minutes left. 21-14. 5:56 left in the game. 21-14 Randolph County. So congratulations to the Heard County Braves. They will play next Wednesday morning. Next Wednesday morning at 1 Eastern. 12 Central, so Wednesday afternoon. Shotgun set, Mohan brings TJ Fairs in motion. He'll hand it off to him, and he's going to the far side looking for the edge, and he's I was going to say he's not going to get it, but he stretched forward for about a yard or two. So the fans in front of us, they're seeing what I'm seeing. If you'll watch, when Piedmont brings a man in motion, the running back, every time, he leans forward before they snap it. He's been doing it all night long, and they haven't called it yet because he's done it every time. Jenkins has done it too, but Johnson mainly. And that's a big guy. You can see him when he does that. He'll move forward. Shotgun set for Mohan, 2nd and 9. 2 receivers to either side. Here's the snap. Mohan rolling out to the near side, looking for throwing room, throws it over the middle, and it is caught by Johnson. Big hit, but he holds on to the football. That spot that's a tough spot. The fans are not happy. They spotted him about a yard past where he went down.
Well, you don't spot where the ball landed. You spot where the ball was when he caught it, and he got hit back. So that's a good spot from where he got hit back to.
Forward progress. That's where it was until they got absolutely clobbered. 21-14, Randolph County on top still.
And we don't have replay to look and see when he actually had possession of the ball. So in real time, you can't get much better than that.
Shotgun set. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Mohan, quarterback, brings TJ Ferris in motion. Mohan snaps it, dropping back, throwing it over the top, and it is caught! Touchdown! He lost the football as he was going into the end zone, but they say it's a touchdown. And it's 21-20. That is the only play that has worked for them. And it's consistently worked.
Yeah, it's been very effective for them.
And now it's 21-20.
So now with Piedmont having 1 missed PAT, and it was almost even blocked then, it might have even been tipped. But now, this is big because you've got 1 that you missed, and it's very possible that you could miss another one. They're going for 2.
Oh, yeah, they're going to go for 2. I can tell you that one. Shotgun set, single receiver to either side. Mohan, the quarterback, snaps it. Fakes it to Jenkins, dropping back, rolling out to the far side, looking for running room, and he's sacked! He didn't get it! 21-20, Randolph County stays in the lead. Trey McFarland with the big play. And with 4:40 left, Randolph County 21, Piedmont 20. We'll take a 30-second break. You're listening to Area High School Football on WLWE 94.7.
Why choose Southern Union?
Between working and family responsibilities, I thought I'd never be able to go to school. But Southern Union offered flexible schedules for both day and night classes.
At Southern Union, I was able to take classes that gave me hands-on experience to aid in my future career. I really needed a calculus class. Didn't fit calculus into my schedule this semester. So I went to Southern Union and it transferred back to my university.
Keep going at Southern Union. Your journey has just begun. For more information, visit uscc.edu.
When it comes to real estate financing, all eyes turn to First State Bank. As a true community bank, we create real estate loan solutions tailored to meet the unique needs of our customers, including property at Lake Wedowee. Want to know more or see available foreclosed properties for sale? Visit us online at firststatedirect.com. First State Bank, member FDIC and an equal housing lender in Lineville, Wedowee, and Ashland.
You're listening to Alabama Area High School Football on WLWE 94.7 FM, 1360 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Oh, Dante Jordan receives the kickoff and gets all the way to the 35 before he's slung down out of bounds. Please tell me there's a flag because he was out of bounds and then TJ Fair slammed him. There's no flag.
I don't see any laundry out there.
He was already out of bounds and he got picked up in the air and slung into the bench on Piedmont side. Then there's no flag. 1st and 10, Randolph County from their own 35-yard line. 21-20, Randolph County with 4:32 left in the game. They're in the Wildcat. Hester, the quarterback, takes a snap. He's running it up the middle. And he's going to get about 1 yard. It's going to be 2nd and 9 now.
I don't think that's how they envisioned that play going. It worked for them pretty effectively last week. This week, their first try, not really effective.
Dante Jordan is down. And he's up, walking back toward the huddle. But the thing about that is he has to come out for a play. And one of the linemen, one of his straps broke on his shoulder pad, so he has to come out for a play as well. That's what he's asking for. Davis is going back in. A lot of confusion going on with subs, Randolph County side. 2nd and 9. 21-20 with 4 minutes left in the game. 15 seconds on the play clock. Randolph County. I'd put Prothrow back there, if nothing else. I formation. Hester dots the eye in the backfield. 2 receivers to the near side. Toss to the near side. It's fumbled by Hester, but he falls back on it. And, I mean, he had nothing but green grass if he'd have caught it.
Yeah, that's not what you want to see on that play, but it's good that he jumped back on it, saved it from going back into the hands of the Piedmont Bulldogs.
So now it's 3rd and 11. Third and 11. What do you do? You haven't been able to stop Piedmont's offense the last 2 drives. What do you do? Toss to the near side. Looking for running rooms. Hester. Hester hit. And he's staying in bounds, and he finally dragged him out of bounds, but it's going to be 4th and 10.
It's a good play. He stayed in bounds, so the clock is still rolling. But
Clay Central scores on a 5-yard run to take the lead 20-17 with 1:40 left in the game. The Volunteers have taken the lead. Prestridge lining up to punt. 2:45 left in this game. Randolph County 21, Piedmont 20. Prestridge back deep to punt. Back deep to receive is Carl Myers and TJ Fairs. And here comes the punt. End over end punt. Fairs is going to field it. And there's a block in the back. Fairs is running down the far sideline, and he's taken down at the 48-yard line. There was a block in the back, but there's no flag for it. Hester got hit from behind and thrown on the ground. But no flag. And now it's 1st and 10 for Piedmont. 1st and 10 Piedmont from Wedowie's 48-yard line. Randolph County's up 21-20, 2:16 left in the game.
You got to respect the run, but you know that they've had success with that deep ball, that deep vertical. You got to be ready for that and tell your guys, you know, play deep and play smart, play for the ball.
1st and 10 from the 48. It's a nitty-gritty time. This is when you need all the gas you have in your reserve. Shotgun set, 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Mohan snaps it. Dropping back, looking to the near side. He's rolling out to the far side. Now he's going to run it up the middle. Hit from behind and goes down. It's not a sack as he's hit and knocked forward. But it's going to be 2nd and 8.
I've noticed the past couple times they drop back to pass. A Tiger defender is being pushed from behind after he escapes the block. He's being pushed from behind, and the refs have not called it the past couple times. It's happening right in front of Mr. Whitehat.
Shotgun set, 2 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Mohan snaps it, dropping back to pass, throws it to the far sideline, and it's caught. Number 10 making some moves over there, and he's taken down at the 35-yard line. That's good enough for a 1st down. 1st down Piedmont now. 1:45 left. Piedmont at Randolph County's 35. This is how crazy it was last year. And it's just as crazy now. These games always live up to the hype. State semifinals. 1 minute left to see who goes to the state championship game. You have to give it everything you have here. Shotgun set, Mohan dropping back to pass. Rolling out to the far side. Big hit. Throws it to the sideline, and they say it's caught. They say it's caught at about the 23-yard line. And Coach Drummond is livid. livid right now. First down, Piedmont to the 24-yard line of Randolph County. And he caught that and stepped out of bounds. So the clock stops at 1:24. 21-20, Randolph County's in the lead. Piedmont trying to make the comeback. Shotgun set for Mohan. Two receivers to the near side, one to the far side. Here's the snap, dropping back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. He's going to run it. And he's going down the middle of the field, looking for running room. He's down to the 6-yard line. Another first down. First and goal, Piedmont. 1:17 left in the game. They're bringing in the big boys.
So far on this drive, the Tiger defensive line has not been as dominant as they have been the rest of the game, and it's showing.
Timeout called on the play. We're going to take a 1-minute break. You're listening to Area High School Football on WLWE 94.7.
You know, some of us were just born with dull or discolored teeth, but they stay that way. In just about an hour, Dr. Michael Edwards can give you that $1 million bright white smile you've always wanted. That's all the time it takes in his office, or you may elect to do it at home. Dr. Edwards also offers a convenient 3-week at-home whitening program. Both are completely safe by the American Dental Association and the FDA. Don't let dull or discolored teeth keep you from smiling. Call Dr. Michael Edwards in Wedowee for an appointment or consultation at 256-357-2882.
That's a lot more than a scratch. So now what do? Well, you carry it to the Rexperts, Precision Auto Body in LaGrange. They are a color match specialist and will wow you with the quality of the job because they have a downdraft spray booth and the experts know how to use it. So call and get a free estimate. They will handle the insurance company paperwork and fix your car so you're happy and back on the road. Call Precision Auto Body in LaGrange at 706-884-9292. That's 706-884-9292.
You're listening to Alabama Area High School Football on WLWE 94.7 FM, 1360 AM, and online at Eagle1023.com.
1:13 left in the game. Randolph County 21, Piedmont 20. Piedmont has the ball at the Randolph County 8-yard line. They're in the shotgun. They're trying to take the lead. Mohan snaps it, dropping back to pass, throws the out route in the end zone, wide open. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Wide open in the end zone. A little pick pattern. Had him wide open. That's the play Clemson used to beat Alabama in the national championship game 2 years ago.
It's very effective.
It worked. And that is the 4th touchdown reception tonight for big number 10, D'Angelo Foster. They're going to go for 2. They kind of have to. Mohan coming back out. It's 26-21 Piedmont now. 1 minute, 10 seconds left. You still have a little bit of time. You just got to throw the ball.
Yeah, you're just going to have to throw the ball like you said, and then make sure it's quick decisions. Throw it to near a sideline. Let your guys get out of bounds. Make good decisions. Make quick decisions.
Piedmont takes a timeout. They'll talk it over. I mentioned that Clay Central had scored and taken the lead, 20-17. And on the ensuing kickoff, Mortimer Jordan fumbled, and Clay Central picked it up. And that was with 1 minute 23 left in the ball game. Looking to see if that is final yet. Don't think it is. After 3 quarters, it was 17-7, Mortimer Jordan on top of Clay Central. But never count Clay Central out. That one has not gone final yet. But as far as we know, with 1 minute left, Clay Central has the ball and has the lead. With 1 minute and 10 seconds left here, Piedmont has the lead. They're going for 2. If they don't get the 2-point conversion and Randolph County scores, they don't have to make a PAT. They already take the lead. You're going to have to throw the ball, though. Here comes Piedmont going for 2, 26-21 with 1:10 left in the game. Shotgun set, Mohan, 2 receivers to the far side. And that was a false start. Mohan rolling out to the far side, looking to throw it. Throws it over the top, and it is incomplete. He didn't get it. So with 1:10 left in the game, Randolph County just needs a touchdown. You get a touchdown, you take the lead.
And it's worth noting that you've got a couple of dangerous guys on your kick return team. Dante Jordan has made a big play, and Natario Hester's made a big play on kick return tonight. It's very possible that they could break one loose if they're patient enough, and if a hole opens up for them.
But are they going to kick it to them? That's the question. They might just squib kick it, tell them to play some offense.
Well, this is one of those times where it's going to hurt you either way. If you kick it short, then you give the Tigers a short field to work with if they're able, just depending on how deep you kick it. It's just one of those things where it could work out for the Tigers' favor either way you do it.
Walters coming out for the kickoff. He's kicking from his own 40, kicking from right to left. Dante Jordan, Natario Hester, Trey McFarland back deep to receive for the Tigers. The upbacks, Buck Hurd, Prothrow, and Terrence Sims Jr. That's in case he kicks it short. And Walters is going to kick it on the top of the ball, rolls down to Hester. Hester picks it up, looking for running room, and he runs into a pile of people at the 30. And he's down there. 1st and 10 from the 30. 1:07 left in the game. Now you got to air it out. And Davis can air it out.
Yeah, he's got a good arm on him, and he's very accurate with the football. Just going to have to make smart decisions, make quick decisions, and throw it to receivers who are either at a first down distance or they have the ability to get out of bounds. You don't want to have any plays in the middle of the field.
So now an empty set. Davis in the backfield by himself. 3 receivers to the far side, 2 to the near side. Davis snaps it. Throws a screen pass to Hester on the far sideline. Hester looking for running room, and he falls down. He falls down at the 32-yard line, but he has to get up. We don't have any timeouts. He gets 2 yards. Clock, 49 seconds. Snap, and it's spiked.
What?
There's a flag.
Intentional grounding.
What? Davis spiked the ball, and they called intentional grounding.
You have to be under center to spike the ball.
And he was in the shotgun. So they called intentional grounding. And that is a loss of down. Now it's 3rd and forever. 3rd and about 20. Empty set once again for Davis. 3 receivers to the near side. 1 to the far side. And the clock was running. The clock was running, so now they're going to try to reset the clock. Let's see what they do with that. It was down to 43 seconds. For some reason, it was running still. But an empty set is what Davis is going to be in. He's got 3 receivers to the near side, 2 to the far side. They put 4 minutes and 53 seconds on the clock. I don't know about that. Yeah, I don't know about that one. You're going to have to – I think they're trying to make it 45.3. They might just come up with the whole we're keeping it on the field. .3, okay. They got it fixed. Empty set, 3 receivers to the near side, 2 to the far side. Got to have about 20 to get a first down. And the referee stopping it again. Davis, quarterback, waiting for the whistle to be blown so he can snap the ball. All right, now Davis snaps it, dropping back to pass. And another whistle blows. Dead ball, false start. I didn't see anybody move. I don't understand. Now it's 3rd and 24. Randolph County at their own 15-yard line. Empty set once again. Maybe they'll get to run the play. Here's the snap. Davis throwing it deep on the near side. Caught! First down all the way to the 45. First down, big number 13, Quan North. And that stops the clock at 38 seconds. There's a flag in the backfield.
Wow, that was late, too, because I was looking back there waiting for a flag, but there was nothing back there.
And it's holding.
Wow. Wow.
So a holding against Randolph County. And all that time just ran off the clock for nothing. And it was already 3rd and 24. Now it's going to be 3rd and even worse. They're going to have him backed up on the goal line in a second. So it's going to be 3rd and long. Randolph County is at their own 10-yard line. They need to get to the 40. 3rd and 30. You got 2 plays to get it, but you don't have enough time to waste. Never mind, it's not 3rd and 30. They're backing it up to the 6-yard line now. They just keep backing it up. They had it stopped and everybody was set, and they backed it up again. It's 3rd and even longer now. Empty set. Davis snaps it. Dropping back to pass. Throws a screen to McFarland. Trey McFarland looking for running room going up the middle of the field. He's to the 32-yard line. 25 seconds and the clock is running, but you've got to get up on the ball. You can't spike it. It's 4th down. And that's what they're relaying into Davis. 4 receivers on the near side. Davis snaps it, dropping back to pass. He's being rushed from behind, and he's taken down from behind. There's the flag for a horse collar. Flag for a horse collar. Piedmont's going wild. They're taking off their helmet, thinking about the Gatorade bath, but there was a horse collar. Horse collar on the play. So new life. Horse collar on the defense. That's an automatic first down.
That is an automatic first down. That's a big penalty. That's 15 yards from the spot of the foul. Automatic first down. That's going to put it in range of a Hail Mary.
There's 7 seconds left in the game.
That's 2 attempts to the end zone if you make your first attempt quick.
Clay Central wins 20-17, and the Volunteers are going to the state championship game. They'll play next Thursday at Jordan-Hare Stadium. Empty set, 7.1 seconds left. Davis, the quarterback, 4 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Davis snaps it, dropping back to pass. Stepping up in the pocket, throwing it deep. Just a load of blue jerseys there, and this one is knocked down. And the clock is still running. They let the clock run to 2.5 seconds. There were 5 seconds left, and they let the clock run to 2.5. So now 2nd and 10 from the 45. Second attempt from the 45, and they just leave it at 2.5 seconds. They didn't reset it. They're just going to leave it at 2.5 seconds. So now Davis is going to come out in the shotgun. Once again, an empty set. 3 receivers to the far side, 2 to the near side. Davis snaps it, dropping back to pass. Looking long. He's going to have to step up and sling it. Steps up and just throws it up in the air, and it is incomplete. That's the ball game. Piedmont wins. There's a flag at the 41-yard line. There's a flag. Roughing the passer.
Wow.
Roughing the passer on the defense.
It's going to be one more untimed down, and it's going to be 15 yards closer.
And Randolph County saying, hey, he took his helmet off. That's 15 yards. That's what they're saying. But the referees aren't going to call it, but because that was out of jubilation. He thought they won the game. But if you take your helmet off, well, at least he has to get off the field.
Well, the clock had hit 0.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, so now it's no time left. 1st and 10. You're going to have to throw a 40-yard bomb to the end zone. Speaking of Hail Marys, this would be it.
Yeah, this would be huge.
Empty set, 4 receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. That was offsides. There's the flag for it.
That's 10 more yards.
5.
Yeah, no contact, 5 yards.
Thornton jumped off. That just gets them closer to the end zone. Piedmont's really hurting themselves. They could have won this game. Piedmont is really hurting themselves right now. If you're Piedmont, the number one thing you can't do, don't get a pass interference in the end zone. That's the last thing you need to do. So Randolph County, 1st and 5 from the 35. They've got to get in the end zone. There's no time left. Davis snaps it, dropping back to pass, looking over the far side, throws it up. He throws it up to where there's nobody there. Intercepted in the end zone. Piedmont wins. Randolph County pointing for a flag. Coach Prestridge's not happy. There's no flag. The wide receiver got pushed down, and there's no flag. And the game is over. Piedmont has won. The game is over. There's no flag. The game is over.
Coach Prestridge is pleading his case, but I think it's going to be to no avail.
It's to no avail. Coach Drummond is getting everybody. Coach Drummond is getting everybody back to line up to shake hands. Well, they're not even going to shake hands, I don't think. Yeah, they are. They're going to shake hands. Final score, 26-21. Piedmont wins. Piedmont's going to the state championship game. They'll play next Thursday morning at 11 o'clock. 26-21. We're going to take a 3-minute break and come back and wrap it up. You're listening to Area High School Football on WLWE 94.7.
Start your children off with good dental care, and you and they will save money and fun. That's because small problems can be caught early before they become major problems. Dr. Michael Edwards and we help put your child on the right dental path and keep them there. Teeth sealants can help prevent decay and the sometimes painful results that can make your child afraid of maintaining good dental health. Dr. Edwards offers expanders and space maintainers to keep teeth perfectly aligned and is licensed for pediatric IV sedation. Call Dr. Edwards for an appointment or consultation at 256-357-2882.
Eye Care of Alabama, effective eye care close to home, proudly supports Randolph County, Hanley, Woodland, and Wadley high school football teams and academics. Dr. Mohan and the staff at Care of Alabama offer cutting-edge technology, and they strive for excellent outcomes with every patient to get the best vision and medical eye care possible. Protect your eyes and vision with regular eye exams. Care credit and most vision and medical insurances accepted. Eye Care of Alabama in Roanoke, Heflin, and Piedmont. Learn more about our services online on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and on our website. Call 844-480-2020. Go Teams.
The spirit of competition. You see it all over town. People taking pride and giving it their best. At Small Town Bank, they're happy to be there for you every day, making your life better and your community stronger, all striving to be their best. With 6 convenient full-service locations open 6 days a week in Wedowee, Ranburne, Roanoke, Heflin, Carrollton, and Dallas, and a loan production office in Oxford. Small Town Bank is there when you need them most, helping develop and grow. That is the goal with Small Town Bank. Small Town Bank, equal housing lender and member FDIC. Life is a tough game, and when it gets tougher, say from auto accidents, falls, or even medical conditions, the expert rehabilitation services can get you back in the game. Nowhere can you find better rehab service than the Rehab Center at TRC, formerly known as the Inn. New name, same great service with intensive physical, occupational, and speech therapy 6 days a week. Our therapists are trained in hip and knee replacement, strokes, amputation, cardiac disease, and many other debilitating diseases. The Rehab Center at Trailers Retirement Community covers East Alabama and West Georgia's premier rehab center. Call 334-863-3500.
Southern Ambulance Transport is always on call and always there when you need them. And we hope you don't need them, but if you do, call 256-357-2222 or 1-800-757-7367. They are your reliable emergency and non-emergency transportation, the highest quality of service. Southern Ambulance Transport is always ready. Call 256-357-2222 or 1-800-757-7367.
Hi, this is Steve Smith, manager at Russell Dewitt Center in Roanoke. On behalf of the Russell companies and all the employees at Russell Dewitt Center, I'd like to offer a big congratulations to all the area high school football teams on their efforts this season. Russell Dewitt Center is pleased to have been part of the support of area schools and helping to bring you area high school football on Eagle 102.3. We also want to thank you for your business and pledge our continued efforts to provide you with the finest products and service available. Come see us at Russell Dewitt Center, Highway 431, Roanoke.
When it comes to real estate financing, all eyes turn to First State Bank. As a true community bank, we create real estate loan solutions tailored to meet the unique needs of our customers, including property at Lakewood Alley. Want to know more or see available properties for sale? Visit us online at firststatedirect.com. First State Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender in Lineville, Wedowee, and Ashland.
Eye Care of Alabama, efficient and effective eye care close to home. Really supports Randolph County, Hanley, Woodland, and Wadley high school football teams and academics. Dr. Mohan and the staff at Eye Care of Alabama offer cutting-edge technology, and they strive for excellent outcomes with every patient to get the best vision medical eye care possible. Protect your eyes and vision with regular eye exams. Care, credit, and most vision and medical insurances accepted. Eye Care of Alabama in Roanoke, Heflin, and Piedmont. Learn more about our services online on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and on our website. Call 844-480-2020. Go Teams!
Why choose Southern?
Between working and family responsibilities, I thought I'd never be able to go to school. But Southern Union offered flexible schedules for both day and night courses.
At Southern Union, I was able to take classes that gave me hands-on experience to aid in my future career. I really needed a calculus class, but couldn't fit calculus into my schedule this semester. So I went to Southern Union and it transferred back to my university.
Keep going at Southern Union. Your journey has just begun. For more information, visit suscc.edu.
You're listening to Alabama Area High School Football on WLWE 94.7 FM, 1360 AM, and online at eagle1023.com.
Well, the game has ended, and the Bulldogs of Piedmont have come out victorious 26-21 on top of Randolph County. Mohan and Piedmont will go play next Thursday at 11 a.m. at Jordan Hare Stadium. As they are victorious tonight, Randolph County comes up short 26-21. Congratulations to the Clay Central Volunteers as they are headed to Jordan Hare Stadium for their first ever state championship game. How about that? The first year Danny Horn is back, they're in the state championship game.
It's just a testament to how good of a coach he is.
He's a Hall of Famer for a reason. And also, huge shout out to the Heard County Braves as they're headed to the Benz. They'll be playing at Mercedes-Benz Superdome next Wednesday at 12 Central, 1 Eastern for the Class 2A state championship against Rockmart. Rockmart is the team that beat them in the state semifinals last year with a last-second touchdown pass, so they'll be looking for a little bit of redemption on that one. It's been a great season. I'm so blessed and thankful to have this opportunity, and I'm thankful to have Micah and Chance with me. And really enjoyed doing this with you guys.
It's been a fun year.
It's been a lot of fun. Really enjoyed doing this with you guys, and we'll do it again. We'll do it again next fall, but football season's come and gone just like that. It's in the blink of an eye. It gets here and then it's gone. But it's been a great season. I'm thankful to have you guys along with me. And that'll do it for us for Eagle 102.3 and WLWE 94.7. Good night and God bless.